Hey, welcome, makers. I updated my intro the other day, and I just realized I forgot to throw it in the stream. So anyway, but I'm getting my logo modified. There's a few things about my logo I'm getting changed. The text on it and the way it's worded with the cursive to the standard letters. A few things I'm getting Nick to change for me. So I'll be updating that. But welcome, everybody. It's a Saturday. And yeah, I got little bumps on my nose. I got a few little red spots here. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll be 59 in 2 days, which really sucks. Word time fly, 59. Wow. Amazing. So I have a few people in the back room I'm going to be bringing in. We are live on YouTube and Twitch right now. And also Trevor at Navarre 3D has me up on his big screen in the store. So there'll be makers and customers coming in and out of the store. We'll get to see what we're all talking about. Well, I don't know if he has the volume turned up, but they'll get to see everything. So that'll be really cool. And I've got an updated video that Trevor sent me. I'll be showing that here in just a minute. And then I'll show it later on during the stream. And every Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, I stream anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. And we got 3 makers now in the back room. So let me bring everybody in. We'll get going. And then I can kind of look through chat here. Let's see. I'll take everybody in order as they dropped in. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Hey, how's everyone? Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Awesome. Zach, how's it going, buddy? How you been?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Gary. Almost 59. Oh
yeah, gosh. I know. It sucks. Time flies. Wait till you get there. You're going to think, wow, that's crazy.
If he would be a farm animal, he would already made his maker.
Already. And we got Scott, Edge of 3D. Hey, Scott, how you doing? How goes it?
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Awesome. So how has everybody been? What's going on? Yeah, I'll be bit. Joe Velasco says let's see, 59. Well, it's so long ago. Let's see who we got in chat here. I threw a bunch of them up on the screen. Let me try to figure out where I'm at. I'll be 54 this year. Yeah, I remember when I was 54. LB Betty Boop, that's my wife Brandy in another room watching.
Well, here's a little fun fact for you, Jerry. My birthday only comes up on the calendar once every 4 years, so don't tell me to act my age. I will.
Oh,
you're one of the February.
Yep, February 29th.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini, so it is what it is.
Witchcraft, I say. Witchcraft.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
How old you
Witchcraft?
Technically? Yeah, how old? Every 4 years is his birthday, so that's witchcraft,
Yeah. My mom finally learned to tell me not to act my age because I would.
Yeah, I act my age when I need to, and the rest of the time I act like I'm in, I don't know, my 30s probably.
Yeah, I act how I want to act.
I understand. Yeah. Makes total sense, Jerry.
Thank you for the shout out, Scott, in your video the other day. I appreciate that. Plug in the stream.
Yeah. Was going to get that printer set up behind me and have it printing today, but I had a unannounced printer show up yesterday, and I've kind of been preoccupied with it.
What'd you get?
Bamboo.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. FedEx showed up yesterday morning with an AMS system, and then UPS showed up in my office yesterday afternoon with a P1P. So I got a new printer.
Very nice.
Cool.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did one 13-hour print, and now it crashes every time and says that the front cover's fallen off of it, which it hasn't. So,
wow.
Front cover is falling off from the P1P?
Yep. That's what it tells me every time, that the front cover on the hot end is falling off.
But it is an open printer, right?
The front of the hot end, the hot end.
The magnetic cover coming off.
The magnetic cover.
Took me 8 tries to get this photo cement print done on my Bamboo. I kept having problems where I'd print pretty much the base, and then I'd be printing a mid-air clog. Changed filament, changed temperatures, re-angled it. Eventually, I got it to print. And then when I got it to print, I went to print the next model from David Chambers after it. And once again, it was clogging, having trouble. And Stephen Poole recommended, he said, why don't you change the nozzle, which I hadn't done that. It was printing fine. I didn't see why I'd have to change the nozzle, but every so far along in the print, it would just clog. So I'd done a cold pull, done everything I could think of. So I changed the nozzle. And when you unplug the 3 wires for the nozzle on the hot end for your fan, your thermistor, and your heater, The thermistor plug pulled completely off the board. The female side of it pulled off the board. When
I
I
seen
tried
your
to
tweet on that.
when I tried, and I guess it's designed that way on purpose, which is stupid. But when I tried to put it back on with flashlights and the glasses, trying to get my head in there close enough to see it, I bent over one of the two connectors. So when I straightened out the connector, it snapped off. Contacted Bamboo, had to send them a video with they wanted the number held up in front of the camera or whatever, so they could prove that was actually for that part. They sent me the new part. I got it on, it's printing perfect. And then the next thing I printed by David Chambers, it's a Star Wars scene, but one of them's going to fall off, but they're still on the build plate. Much of them fall off. It's a little Jawa bar scene where Jawa's at the bar and he's got a little droid head underneath my finger here and R2D2. It's pretty cool. I'll have to get it painted and primed, but that was the next thing I printed once I got it up and running. So so far it's back up to normal, working great. Hello, Sebastian.
Also great.
Welcome, everybody. Yes, we'll be doing a giveaway today from Ziltech Filament. Hashtag USA in chat. We will be giving away a roll of filament, and I'll share that in a little bit. I'll throw it up on the screen, but hashtag USA in chat. Oh, boy. So much going on. And then my CNC out in the garage. Let me show you a picture here.
How's that going with the new filter system? I seen on Twitter that you got that up and running.
Yeah, it's working real good. It hums loud, but it's not screaming like a shot back.
Right.
And the loud hum it doesn't bother your ears at all. And I threw a few more things on the wall. I found that old picture. It used to belong to my folks back in the 60s. It's of the Statue of Liberty in glass. It's on the far left side there. Not sure how old that is, but I thought that'd be pretty cool to put up on the wall because I've had it in my closet forever.
You know, the picture, if I'm right, it could be from the 1920s.
Yeah, it's glass. It's painted on the back side. It's got a black wooden frame.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's real pretty. It's definitely really old. But yeah, the filter system seems to be working good.
It's Art Deco style.
I got a sign yesterday that I was carving last night, and I filmed it. I'll be doing a video on it. It shows a picture, since aliens are all the hot topic right now. It shows a picture of an alien head, and it says, "We are not alone." I engraved that into a piece of pine. And then once I got done, I resin poured it this morning. I mixed up some green resin and poured it. And then once that's cured, I'll put that back on the CNC and I'll blade off the top of it and make it perfectly flat. And that'll be in an upcoming video next week.
Jerry, question. Are you getting visitors at night?
Yeah, Paul the alien right behind me. But that's where that connector went. If you can see right there, the two outside barbs, I guess it clicks on. Then my two contacts there. In this picture, it's not broke off. But when I tried to straighten those out, I broke one of them off. They said, here's a plug right here. When it pulled off, you can see half of it's right there. It pulled off together. And then when I tried to put it back on, I broke it. So it should never have been designed like that. So anyway, if you ever work on your bamboo and you got to pull off your hot end of your thermistor wire, be careful because you're going to pull the whole plug off. Make sure the one stays on the board.
Jerry, just a question. Do you have some connectors, spare ones that you can resolder?
Not that style. I mean, I still have that one. I got the broken off part. I have to look at it and see if I can maybe fix it. But but Bamboo sent me one. I didn't see them for sale on their site, but they did have them.
But I mean, it's a quick fix if you have those spare.
Yeah, I think the female side should have been glued down, but that connector is different than anything I would have. So luckily, I have the one that came off the board because it's a different style. So, Scott, tell us about Murph coming up. Are you going to Murph? And it's in what, like 2 weeks? You said one of the motels went out of business?
Yeah. Well, the Quality Inn didn't go out of business, but the fire marshal locked it up back in February. And, of course, they've not been telling anybody. And you can actually still go online to Choice Hotels and book a room for Murph weekend. But you're going to get there, and there's a chain on the door, and you're not getting a room. So,
wow.
They may have finally taken it down, but, yeah. Fortunately, it's not a hotel that I stay at, and but several people found themselves, without hotel rooms. But yeah, leaving. I'm leaving here. Let's see, the 21st. I'm headed up there. Then Murph's 23rd through the 25th. So finishing up. Well, there's right here behind me. There's one more dragster there on the bench that I've got to get finished up, and reprinting one more Death Racer there in the green printer behind me. But other than that, just a matter of getting everything loaded up and heading up there. So looking forward to it. Should be a good time.
Are you able to design one where it could come apart in the middle and be pinned together so somebody could carry it in a suitcase, or would the batteries be an issue on the airplane in cargo?
You can't check the batteries. Batteries you have to hand carry on the plane.
Oh,
They have to be on your person or in your personal. You have to hand carry the batteries on. You can't check them or ship them as cargo. As far as breaking in two in the middle, one of the people in the user group over on Discord, he's designed a hinge in the middle where you remove two screws and it folds in half where the front wheels nest in the rear wheels. So somebody's already working on that.
okay. And as long as you had the batteries in a protective bag, you could carry them on. But if they're not in a protective bag, they probably would take them away from you, right?
No, they don't. They don't care if they're in a lipo bag or not. They just have to be. You have to carry them. I recommend you transport them in a lipo bag.
Yeah.
But,
So if something happened, it stays in the bag.
Yeah, but no, there's a limitation on the amp hour capacity that you can carry on board the plane. I don't remember what it is. I'd have to look it up again. But I've flown with them many times over the years for radio controlled helicopters and airplanes and everything else, and I've never had an issue with TSA or the airlines carrying them on.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't want that you have like a.
They go right through the scanner.
Taser or something.
What are these for or anything?
Oh, they might. I've had them ask me what they're for, but yeah, you just throw it on the belt and they go through the scanner. And one time I had a couple of the T-Rex 450 helicopters, the batteries, the radio, and everything packed in a carry-on suitcase, and they scanned it. I scanned it at two different airports, and they never even looked at it twice. It just right on through.
Cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, finishing up Sam Prentice's dragster over there. I'll get that done this weekend, and
it's kind of cracking on the side, but my sister baked me a German chocolate cake.
there you go.
Wow.
My wife is cooking it, so I'll be eating all of it.
You know what I want to do?
Subsector, thank you very much for resubscribing. Thank you so much.
Hey, Subsector. Scott, maybe you can help me that in the future. I want to do that maybe in like half a year's time. Make this one a little bit bigger, right? Take it basically up, the top off, and inside will be hollow. I already designed it so that there will be a little space in between, basically there on the bottom right there. And so I just have to put in the holes there for the tires, and I want to put a motor inside, so it's an RC car, you know.
Yeah, the easiest way to do that would be two small RC motors with individual speed controllers, so that you don't have to worry about steering and all that, and then just one motor running one wheel and one motor running the other wheel, and then you just use differential motor to steer them, same as we do on the Death Racers.
All right.
But you can get RC motors down pretty small, and battery packs pretty small. Same with the speed controllers. It could be easily done. In fact, who is it? Is it 3D Lab Prints? I think they have a little micro go-kart.
Okay.
That they let me look here to see if that's who it is.
Because I think that would be cool to have a little.
Yeah.
Trevor, go ahead.
Sorry. No, I designed this myself, and took me quite a while to do this. And yeah, I'm very proud of it. So
Trevor,
I have several designs.
Trevor's store in Navarre 3D, it has this live on a couple of screens in the store. So if he has any customers in the store, they can watch his live stream.
So we have to watch our mouth because he has children in the store too.
Yeah, I don't. He probably has the volume down, but you never know.
Well, that means you can't let Sam Prentice come in if he tries to join.
Oh, he's pretty good about that. And yeah, I got hold of Nick Harbor. I'm having a few things changed about my logo that he gave me. I have some of the text I want changed on it, and so he's more than happy to make some corrections. Then I'll have to go on all my socials and my video and re-edit my logo and change that. But here's a video Trevor sent me this morning. When he filmed this, for some reason, it came out sideways, so I had to download it and then I flipped it. But this is currently from Trevor's store right here. Let me hit play on it.
Well, good morning, Jerry. Crew. Here, I'd give you an update just in case
Sorry.
make it to the makers group today. I always try. Let's have a new palette. This thing's just finally started acting crazy enough that they said it is bad. So I got a new one. Try that out. Right now, 105 topper today. They'll be finishing up. We don't have a lot of print jobs going on.
Wow.
Kid today, of course. Stores get a little bit more range. Not a whole bunch still. Not enough at least. Yeah, in a moment, baby. So printers off the table this week.
And we got Subsector popping in, everybody.
Of course, you're always
Find my mouse.
You're always with us, Jerry, just in case. A lot of repairs, man. We actually had a stepper motor go bad with a board, but after 2 days, the stepper motor stopped.
How's it going?
Honest thing,
Doing good.
Just air printing the Verify, but had a couple problems with firmware this week. Let's see. A couple print farm jobs there. Took in a bunch of cruises on the trailer this week.
Is this his new shop, Jerry?
Yeah, it's new
I
store.
hope you have a great
it's
week.
his new store,
Trying to join the chat as always, but hopefully I'll be lucky enough and be busy during your chat. But if not, remember you're live here. If not both TVs. She may have commandeered it for Cocomelon today. I'm not sure, but you'll be at least on one of us joining us later.
Very cool.
Wow, that looked great.
Kenda, thank you for resubscribing. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I've been sick the last 24 hours. I've been waiting to hear from my niece because she had to. It's kind of a sad story, but she's in the hospital right now. So anyway, so so I'm waiting to hear from her. But yeah, I'm just sitting here just chilling right now, helping Ash. Ash has been cleaning out my garage. That's quite a feat in itself, with everybody's crap moving in and out of my house and people leaving the things they don't want. I'm like, God, dude, so much crap. So I'm just sitting here redoing the FEPs on my VATs right now. So I says, I'll jump in while I'm doing this.
There's that link from Scott right here, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, that little tiny micro go-kart. In fact, I might. I'm over here right now on the other screen ordering everything from Amazon. I'm going to take
nice.
a couple of these to or Murph if I can get them done in time.
Now Murph's coming up real quick, huh?
Yeah, a week and a half.
Yeah, I wanted to go. I just can't with supporting everybody right now. I can't seem to do anything for myself. It's for everybody else. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just been doing my thing. But yeah, I just printed racers street cards. I used to race those. My kids used to race those as kids. Those little cars like that.
Yeah, my daughter started racing karts when she was 5 years old and worked her way all the way up to Formula One.
Oh, nice. I used to race RCs back in the day.
That's cool.
The steering servo alone for that little cart is about $40.
Yeah, I know. They can get expensive.
That's the most expensive part of the whole thing is the steering servo.
Yeah. That's very cool. I grew up around RC. My dad was back when I was little, my dad was raced boats. He held the Guinness Book of World Records on racing speedboats back in 1967.
That is cool.
So, yeah, my dad was a master model builder.
Shenanigans.
That's where I learned all my traits. My dad and my mom. Very crafty family.
Dusty Knuckles, hello, how you doing?
Hey, Dusty. Hey, Westy.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in.
What have you been up to, Jerry?
Not working on my CNC in the garage. I got my dust collector working, and I carved a sign last night. Since Aliens is a buzz over on YouTube and everywhere, it is a big alien face that says "We are not alone." I carved into it. Then I mixed up some green resin this morning and poured it, and I'm going to plane that down on my CNC tomorrow. Then I'm going to paint the frame black around the letters, and that's something I'm working on for a video.
Nice.
Can you tell Jerry's getting visitors at night?
Yeah. All the aliens going to be in that video when I'm talking about the sign. I'm going to have him over in the corner of my garage, and I'm going to look shocked and see him, and then I'm going to look up like, that'll be in the video.
I have a project for work I'm hoping is going to come through. We're trying to get a mini golf course approved for a team building event. Everybody makes their own. Everybody designs their own hole, and then so we have we do a car show at the end of October. We do trunk or treat, and so we're talking about doing it there and stuff. So it'd be fun. So I'm like, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I want to do this. Of course, they came to the 3D printing people. There's a handful of us that work that 3D print.
Cool.
You look across the floor and you see all my little containers and everything I've printed for everybody, or stuff on their desks that I printed. But yeah, I'm always bringing in prints and giving them away. I'm working on the IDEX. I just did a slice for in Prusa. I just set up the Prusa slicer for the IDEX. So I'm going to see how this comes out. It's printing.
How are you finding the IDEX?
It's still, I mean, I like it. It prints really nice. I'm just trying to get used to it. You know, it's calibrating two heads is a pain in the rear. That's all I could say. I mean, calibrating one's bad enough, but when you got two, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So,
Vincent, thank you very much for resubscribing. Appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, Chewy, how are you? Oh, I just looked at chat. Dusty's there. You got everybody's partying over at Jerry's channel.
There used to be a Chewy that would pop in on my Hangouts a long time ago, him and his wife, and he 3D printed and he sold stuff. Is that the same Chewy? Is that you, Chewy, or is that a different Chewy? He used to pop in on my Hangouts. I haven't seen him in at least a year. He used to come on a lot. Oh, Nope. It's not him. Okay, different Chewy.
Lots of Chewies.
All right.
How's your bamboo doing, Jerry?
Well, it was broke down for 3 or 4 days because I went to replace the nozzle. And when I unplugged the thermistor, the JST connector, it pulled completely off the board. And when I tried to put it back on, I bent the connector and broke it. So I had to get a new part from Bamboo. And then I had a couple pieces of broke filament in my AMS. But once I got that done, everything was working fine. It's working fine now. I just printed this Jawa by David Chambers. You see, but don't all fall off. Oops. It's got a little Jawa bar, and it's got an R2D2 head and a bunch of little parts.
Oh, that looks cool.
So I just got to, paint it and glue it together and all that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my printers back up and going. I've been kind of out of sorts. I've just been busy with work and everything going on and life, and you know how it is.
Where'd that part go? Here it is. I lost a part. I don't want to wind up on the floor. It'll be gone forever.
It's like so much to do and not enough time in the day to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people that are working seems like they get more done than I do. And I'm retired.
Oh gosh, I don't even know about that.
Well, when do you have time?
Yeah, between the yard work and the housework and luckily I have Ash helping me, so my son Ash. So
this came out really good from Photo Cement.
Oh, nice.
I used lightning supports for the first time, which basically made it hollow. I've never used those before. And then I used organic supports, and that was the first time with organic supports. And it came out really good.
Nice.
I'm not used to it being so light, though, being so hollow. I'm used to infill. But yeah, it came out beautiful.
I call that the board queen. I don't call that sideboard. He calls it a sideboard. And I go, oh, no, that's a board queen.
Yeah. Not really good. Brandy says it's because I watch YouTube all the time. That's why I don't have no time to get nothing done. Yeah. About the size of it. I wake up, I grab a Monster Energy drink, sit on the couch, go to YouTube to see who did what and watch videos. It's like when Scott put out his video the other day, I was asking him, so it's like, yeah, well, I can't wait to see the next one. And then there it was.
Yeah.
I was a little late getting that one done. I was a little bit under the weather last week, so
Yeah, me too. I'm still recovering from my cold. What I had.
well,
I
I
mean,
finally broke down and went and got the CAT scan done. So I have 3 kidney stones in my right kidney, and I have surgery July 7th.
did they find any cats?
Any what?
Wow.
Any cats?
Cats?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they found
Cat.
any cats.
Cat scan. It'd be funny, man.
But
Oh my gosh.
anyway, so yeah, July 7th I go in for surgery.
Well, I hope it all goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish you good luck, man.
Yeah, I think Steve's cat, Charlie, and I both have kidney surgery about the same time coming up.
Oh wow.
Ask it to keep the stone.
No, it's okay. I've had 12 kidney stones in the past. I know what they look like. I don't need to keep it. The largest one's 1.5 centimeters.
I thought you took medicine to shrink them and then you pass them, don't you? Or no, they got to cut them out.
No, they're actually they're going in and with a laser, and they're going to blast them and basically just turn them to powder.
What's that movie, Total Recall? Remember when he pulls that thing out of his eye or whatever?
No.
A little grabber goes in there and grabs it and he pulls it out.
Yeah,
Remember that? That's kind of, I hope they don't have to remove them like that. That'd be painful.
it's too large to remove that away.
Okay.
That's why they got, because it's 1.5 centimeters, so basically the size of a marble.
Oh, wow.
There's no way. There's
You
no
can
way.
handle it. Take
Yeah.
it like a man.
Handle like a man.
Yeah,
Grab
but-
it.
That's when you yeah,
Come on.
manhandling that is like giving birth. So
Yeah, grab a big wooden mallet. Here, we're going to break it down. Come over here. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. But whatever.
well, here's the thing. I keep asking my doctor what the current market rate is for kidneys in Mexico, because I was just going to fly down to Mexico, because it's my right kidney that gives me kidney stones all the time. I was just going to fly down to Mexico and sell the kidney to be somebody else's problem.
let somebody else have the kidney stones. That's funny. So what's everybody's working
But
on?
kidney
What is
stones, isn't
everybody's
it part of a diet problem?
We have gone. I've been dealing with these for 12 years, and have tried every known diet change under the sun and every supplement under the sun, and it doesn't change. The only thing that has stayed consistent was my blood pressure medication. So he did change my hydrochlorothiazide to something else that has something in it that supposedly will help prevent them from building. We'll see. So
Yeah, my wife's dad gets kidney stones all the time. I've never had one, thank God. But it could be the water, it could be the air, it could be the soil, it could be a lot of things. It could be genetics. That some people get them and some people don't.
yeah.
Loyal had the other week or other month
Hello, Kate. How you doing today?
some kidney stones. He drank a whole bunch of what was it? What juice?
Apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
I buy it by the gallon. It doesn't do anything.
Hmm.
Oh, the one that's got all the pictures
Kate.
on the bottle that has all these ailments it cures. That type.
Bragg's, yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those in the fridge or in the cupboard. I don't drink it much. Digital Dragon, hello. How you doing today?
Hey.
Hey Digital Dragon, how are you?
Hey, Luke.
Anybody like to come in on screen? I'll reshare the link here. And that's not the link. Let me find it. Anything anybody wants to talk about or promote, we feel free. Zach, you have anything you'd like to promote or talk about? You're welcome to. Just interrupt if somebody's talking. Just talk over them if you need to. Don't be quiet.
I don't like
Thanks,
talking
buddy.
over people.
You're so quiet.
When I get a lot of
always-
people on the stream, it's hard to talk over. And then if somebody's in the back room and I want to pull them in and people are gabbing, that's why we're here. Then I have to talk over everybody so I can bring the person in from the back room. So
You have the control button, Jerry. You can mute everybody so that nobody can hear anybody but you.
yeah, I've done that before. Or I'll bump somebody out for a minute and they're like, "What the hell?" But anyway,
No, as you might maybe know if you're following me on Twitter. I was working on the Easy Treat X1 to put Clipper actually on the printer, or well, on the Raspberry Pi. And yesterday I got some prints coming out of it, so victory moment there. Still need to do some fine tuning, calibrations, kind of stuff. It's very squeezed, but I'm getting something out of it. So I want to see if it is possible to run a clipper, and that is easy treat instead of printing 30 millimeters per second, go way faster. Like the normal clipper speeds. I think it will damage the belts on the printer, but it's a cheap printer. But it is fun, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Matt
Oh.
keeps getting an error on one of his bamboos, and Eric keeps telling him to tighten the belt. I'm like, well, I don't know why he keeps getting that error. I've tightened my belts. I've never tightened my belt to maximum carbon, and I don't believe it's ever asked me to yet. But he keeps getting an error in one of his P1Ps.
Yeah, so far it's all good.
You say air? What does it mean?
Error, problem, error, problem.
Oh, error problem. Yeah.
Which printer is that? Which printer
Bamboo.
was it? Oh, the bamboo.
P1P.
Yeah, but every time I recalibrate it and tighten the belt, it's gone for like a day or
Oh,
two.
nice.
The camera won't focus in here. I don't have enough light on, but that's
Cool
the
fingers.
first multicolor print off the bamboo.
Wow.
The heads for
Nice.
the
Racers.
I did the obligatory benchy, which turned out great, but
Nice.
and then I immediately loaded it up with 4 colors and did the these are the heads for the death racers. Mine were starting to get a little beaten up after a full year of racing.
How's the waste? Isn't there like on the bamboo? There's a lot of waste, right? I mean, what do you guys do with all that plastic waste for all the purge towers?
If you do multiple colors, there's a lot of waste.
Is that just for those two prints that
Yep,
you just
that's
did,
it.
Scott?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the waste for those 2 prints.
Wow, that's so. What are you planning on doing with that?
This is much waste, a month's waste.
What I plan on doing with it?
Depends what you print, I mean, some things do not take much. Some things do take a lot of,
Yes.
That's
One
the higher
thing
you
about
go.
If you're going to print a whole bunch of the same thing, do them all at once. That way it does all the same color changes and you'll have the same amount of
Yeah.
waste. Don't print one today and say, oh, I'm going to print one tomorrow. I'm going to print one the day after that.
Oh yeah,
Load
well,
up the
see, when I
head.
sliced up the heads, it was like 11 hours it was going to take to do one of these, and then when I added a second head to it, it added like maybe 7 minutes to the
Oh,
total
really?
print time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because all the time is spent swapping filaments, but and then this is set up so it was really cool. I should have done a time lapse of it, but I forgot to click it because I set this to purge to the infill on these objects. So if I hadn't done that, I'd have had a lot bigger purge tower. I don't know about the poop chute waste, but so in the infill on these, and then the supports, it used the supports in the infill to purge.
Interesting.
That's what I printed on my bamboo.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool, Matt.
What, Kate? You got a printer?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And I made a Guinness one.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's pretty good size too, Matt.
Yeah, it needs to be tiny little bit taller. I have to make it. And then it's right because it's only 100
Oh, you got a camera. Cool.
160 wide high, and it should be at least 190 or 200, so the big cans can fit in there of Guinness. So
Whenever you want to join in, Kate, you're welcome to. The link's always posted.
here's a regular Coke can, right?
Right.
That's the size of a regular Coke can. So it have to be at least a little bit taller. This one up to here.
Mm.
So to
It's a
handle
nice
the
print
big.
though.
But that was the maximum print height, Matt?
0.3.
Yeah, but that one could fit inside of the bamboo, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's 160 mil high. I think. Pretty sure.
Don't hold that on which comeback, Chewy, that I like to interrupt people. Or that's what my wife said earlier. She said, "Oh, you enjoy interrupting people." No, I don't, but I usually need it. I must have missed something. Yeah, sometimes when I'm reading, I'm not listening to what's going on screen when I'm reading things.
Yeah, it's 165.
I done something the other day that I'm going to blame on my age is completely stupid, and I can't believe I did it. Most people know what a skill saw is, right? They're rarely heavy. You cut wood with a skill saw. I was cutting a piece of plywood on my sink in the garage. My skill saw is overhanging the edge. Well, I have a really short cord on it, and the cord plug got hung up, so I shut it off in the cut, and I went to grab it to unhook it, and I let go of my left hand to reach down to unhook it. And of course, the saw and everything went down to the floor, and I broke the carry handle on top of it, which I don't need. It's just the point is the $200 saw. I know it's overhanging the edge. That's why I'm holding it down. And I remove both hands to fix the problem. I'm thinking, what am I doing? So all I can do is blame it on my age for stupidity.
Well, I thought you were going to tell us how you cut through the cord.
That's how it happened when I first bought it about 10 years ago. That's why it's got a short cord. Yeah,
that's how the way you lost your finger, your little pinky, you know.
I slammed that in the door of a truck years ago, a 4-wheel drive. I had to pinch the tip off, and I ripped my hand out, and blood was gushing everywhere, and I had to get the tip sewed back on. They gave me a shot in between my fingers and right into the area. So my nail grows kind of funny. It's just barely shorter than my other hand.
My driver that works for me, he's missing his hand from here to here.
Live long and prosper.
The 2 fingers and the whole side of his hand. Ran it through the table saw. Said he never even felt it until he went to pull the board back and seen the blood and everything going everywhere.
Oh.
But he said he never even felt that go through his hand.
Yeah, it is a skill. It is a skill brand with 1 L, not 2. Yes.
Wow.
Worm drive. It's a Skill worm drive saw. So the actual name is a worm drive, made by Skill. So yeah, and then years later, I had a 2008 Toyota Tacoma. I'm at a gas station. I jump out of the truck and I slam the door. And for some reason, I forgot to pull my hand out of the way. I completely latched the door across 4 fingers. And when I look back, I yelled because I'm thinking, "Oh my God, what'd I do? My fingers!" And then, believe it or not, I pulled up, unlocked the door. My hand was fine. Didn't even bruise it. That was really crazy. Completely latched on 4 fingers. So yeah, it's a matter of slow down, take your time, quit being in a hurry, because that's how accidents happen.
Yeah. Hey, Free Heathen.
Free Heathen, hello. How are you doing today?
Hey, Free Heathen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got somebody on camera that has never been here. She's been in chat forever. We all know her. She loves to show off the stuff she's been printing. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kate Beasley. Hello, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
I am well. Hope everybody is well.
Yeah.
Doing great. Yeah. I'm glad you got a camera set up. That's very nice.
Well, show us what you've been working on, Kate.
Nothing. I got this in the mail.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I wonder who makes those.
Yeah,
I know. I wonder.
Oh my God.
Somebody
Very
sent me them.
Somebody that is in the chat here, for example.
No,
Yeah.
no, not me.
Oh.
No.
I saw that. I saw such kind of shield before. I don't know.
I
when
hope
it
you
was.
enjoy him.
I am, Matt. Thank you.
Good.
Ah.
So,
yeah,
Kate,
I'll go back actually for
Kate,
the-
you make a lot of dollhouse furniture. Do you have a big dollhouse you're putting all your stuff in, or
I do not.
okay? Yeah, Matt's
Those
got a
look
whole-
great, Matt.
Well,
I
you
do
set them
not.
down.
I designed it myself.
Just make it to take it.
And get
Really?
the blouse.
And I got this in the mail.
Hold on,
Ooh.
Matt. Oh, nice.
Ah.
That looks like Astro printer train.
Yep.
Very cool.
And a little car
Nice.
and a turtle.
Oh, cool.
Ah.
Nice.
Now, when you get a 3D printer, you have some filament to work with. You can most of this stuff you can readily find free on the internet. Most of it you don't have to buy. Just download the file, slice it, and print it. Make whatever you want.
I talked with Jamie, and she said she had a lot. So she's at a vendor event, her very first one today.
Oh yeah, she's going. She said she might stop in when it's over if she has time. She's selling some of her goodies, I believe.
Yep.
Jerry, I just got a message from the manufacturer on the Core XY kit for the Ender 3, and the first batch is already sold out.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Nice.
So, back on the pre-order again, I guess. But, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I bought one ticket just for the hell of it. But I have a couple Enders laying around. I could always tear one down and actually make something that works.
I bought 5.
Oh, good.
Maybe I'll win.
Yep. If you win, you'll have to buy an Ender and then you tear it apart and use this kit to modify it.
No, build the Ender first and print the couple of printed parts that you need, and then tear it apart.
Hey, Steve, how you doing today?
I think that's very wise, Scott.
Very wise.
Here's
Steve,
a link.
I know they were all shipping out here in the last couple of days. So, but yeah, he. Like I say, he messaged me just a little bit ago and said that he sold out of them the first batch.
Yeah, a friend of mine who bought the Focus off me, he wants to get a little baby bell printer from Chris. No, yeah.
Hey, Daniel.
Baby bell printer, yeah. He wants to get, but the newer version, what he's coming out with. So, yeah, it will be interesting with linear rails.
Okay, nice. Yeah, but the kit Scott's talking about is all aluminum corners. Everything's built out of metal.
Yeah, it's all
not 3D printed.
The only 3D printed parts on the entire printer are the 2 end stops. Everything else is it's all aluminum plate that's CNC machine and bent aluminum. I mean, it's all metal. There's none of the structure is 3D printed. The only thing you need 3D printed on it is the X and Y end stop, or excuse me, X, Y, and Z, I believe. So all 3 end stops need to be 3D printed.
Okay. So subsector, Kenda, how many days a week are you streaming now?
I'm about down. I was doing 4. I was doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. But lately, I haven't been feeling good doing it 4 days a week. So I'm back down to. I'm doing it 3. Like I won't be streaming tonight. I haven't been feeling good the last day or so. So I'm just gonna kind of chill and get my printers back up and running, and get back to printing and doing some stuff. I'm gonna get the resin done. I'm gonna get back to resin, so I have to replace all my FEPs.
Oh.
Sitting in the
What's your biggest machine?
Huh?
What's your biggest machine?
My biggest is the Solval, the SB04. It's 300 by 300 by 400, and the Zeltec.
I meant the resin machine. Sorry.
Oh, the resin. I only have the one. I only have the Mars 2.
Oh.
That was donated actually from one of my viewers, DC Sublime. So he actually donated that to me. He wasn't using it, and he says, "Oh, I got to use one here. I'll send it to you."
I have an Anycubic 4K.
What was that?
I have an Anycubic 4K mono.
Okay.
Photon Mono X, he has.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I just don't have the room now that all the kids have been moving back in. I'm just trying to figure out just making it as it is. Well, I've got printers that are down.
I hope mom's charging rent to, help offset your bills.
No comment.
Slave labor?
I could say no comment right now.
Oh.
No, I'm not getting any help. But
I guess it's time to crack out the whip.
And long stories behind all that, but I feel like I'm still supporting my ex-husband. Let's put it that way.
Well,
Jerry, how come I can't see the comments?
because you guys should be able to see comments, right?
You gotta click over on at the top tab. There's private chat, and then there's comments.
Okay, I got that, but I can't type in it. Why?
No, you
Well,
can't type it
in
again.
it. You got to go to the platform to do that.
Yeah, you'll have to pull up YouTube or Twitch if you want to type so people can see it.
But
Because I noticed your comment was in private chat a minute ago.
Okay, I'll switch that around. Thank you. I'm still learning.
Yeah. Whoever hosts it, I can type in chat and StreamYard, but guests have to go to the platform. That's why when a lot of guests share things, they put it in private chat and I copy and paste it.
Okay.
you have to turn down your
Then mute the
sound.
platform, mute YouTube or Twitch, so you'll hear us talking. HC, hello. How you doing today? You're a good mom letting your kids move in. Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger, I moved back home a few times. I lived in a room outside of the main house on the back patio. And I don't think I paid my mom any rent other than I helped her if she needed something done. But
I'm ready to start building tiny houses. Do you know what it's like having twin 30-year-olds living in your house? Just saying. It's not fun. I just got to say, it's just grown men living with me. I'm just like, okay, I'm in my own side of the house.
yeah, buy a Conex and drop it in the backyard and tell them to fix it up.
Right. My one son Ash, he's actually out in the garage right now. He's actually cleaning up the garage for me because, you know, with all the moving and everybody moving in and moving out, my garage has become the storage place, and I just kind of threw up my arms. I said, I don't know where anything goes. Just do whatever you want with it. So he's out there been cleaning it all day. He has an alternative motive though, because he wants to work on his car. So he wants to pull his car in the driveway into the garage. So, you know, considering it's 100 and something degrees out already, it feels like.
Yeah, I remember when my son was still at home when he was a teenager. He had that phase where he had to wear all black and stuff like that. His clothes would pile up in his bedroom. He wasn't doing laundry, so when he threw something on, honest to God's truth, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this, he'll grab some Axe and he'll spray his clothes with that. So he smells good, and then he wears them.
Where are you at?
Who, me?
Subsector?
Oh. Subsector where you live at?
I'm in Texas. Dallas, Fort Worth area.
I've got family in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 2 cousins. I haven't been home in 2 years.
Oh, wow. Well, everybody seemed to have moved. I'm from California originally. Everybody seemed to have moved out of California. So everybody's either in Florida or Texas. So I only have my brother, and now Ash is here. So, but he's still supporting his dad in California. So in a roundabout way, him living here and him still paying rent in California with dad, I'm just kind of like, okay. I'm just like, I feel like I'm still supporting dad. It's like 20 years of being divorced and I'm still supporting him. I'm like, oh Lord, help me.
I'm in North Carolina, but family's in Missouri.
Oh, they're in Missouri. Okay. My mom lived in Missouri.
I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I moved to Vegas when I was 5 years old. But I've been here.
So you've stayed in Vegas your whole life, huh, Jerry? Pretty much.
54 years. I moved here when I was 5. Yeah.
Oh wow. You and I got the big 60 coming up next year, Jerry. Just a reminder.
Well, I want to get past 59 in 2 days. So, I'm getting so close to getting my Social Security. It's like, wow, I want to be 3 years older. I don't really want to be 3 years older, but I want that extra $1,700 a month so I can buy a new vehicle and not have to worry about my bills that I currently worry about having that extra money coming in. So, anyway, we'll see what happens.
Papa Bear.
Hey, Papa Bear.
Hey, Papa Bear, how you doing today? Here's a link. You
Go
like to
backwards. After a certain time, after a certain age, you count backwards.
I guess
That's
I'm
what
a
I'm gonna
senior.
do.
How old you got to be in the USA to be a senior citizen? 65 or 60 or?
No, you get senior coffee at McDonald's at 55.
Okay.
I tried it out on my 55th birthday.
Okay. I know I went out with my son to eat at What's the name of that buffet place? It's a chain.
Well, they're all one. It's all one chain.
Well, this place I'm talking about, me and my son went to eat, and the lady looked at me and goes, "Oh, he'll get a senior discount." I didn't say anything. She didn't card me, so okay, fine.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah,
all the buffets here in the United States are all owned by one company. I don't remember.
Yeah, Golden Corral. Yeah, that's it, Papa Bear. And I don't typically like Denny's. Last time I ate there, but I did go there about a month ago, and what I had I actually enjoyed. But in the years past, it's like Denny's. Like, where's the food? You know, because I always like to eat a lot of food from get a good value for my money. But it was actually pretty good. Hey, Tor, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you.
What did
Tor.
you order from Wendy's? I wouldn't mind having sourdough burger from Jack in the Box.
We don't have a Jack in the Box here. We have Hardee's.
Yeah, Hardee's, Carl's Jr. Yeah. Carl's Jr. Weston Bacon Cheeseburgers are my favorite thing there. There's one not far away, but I usually don't go there.
Why are we talking about food? You're all making me hungry, and my stomach hasn't been feeling good for 24 hours.
Yeah. I got a German chocolate cake right here. My sister baked me.
Oh.
He's going to keep bringing that out and showing it to us.
Yeah, we get nothing. We get
You know what?
nothing.
You know what, Matt? That ain't
What?
a German cake, is it?
Oh,
Is it
is
made in
that German
Germany?
chocolate? Jerry, is that a German chocolate cake?
Yes.
I love German chocolate cake. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I need to stick it in the fridge to chill the frosting. It's kind of separating in a few places on the side.
West Street 1 is like, now I want cake.
What's nice about a 2-layer cake, which I love a 2-layer cake, is you got frosting in the middle and on the outside on the top. When you make it in a sheet pan, it's only covered on the top. So I love the frosting. It's really good.
Try Schwarzwälder Kirsche.
Right?
Yeah, that's good. Now that's proper German. Translated, I think it's called Black Forest cake.
It's got cherry and cherry brandy in it. Oh,
Yeah, lots of brandy. If you get a good cake, you get drunk.
Jerry, did you see my new pet that I got?
No, I didn't.
I might scare all your viewers away if I bring him out.
Another snake?
Not another. I still, I got a snake, but yeah, not
Well,
another.
here's something we can talk about. Now that she's here, she can explain it to us. Tell us all about them.
That was an order that I did for my pastor. He's a coach, and he ordered them for his girls' basketball team.
Those are wraps. What's the process when you make
No,
those?
those are sublimated. You know, like when you go on vacation and you get the coffee cup and it's got like Las Vegas on it and it doesn't wash off.
Yeah.
That's sublimation.
So those, so we have my son has a sublimation system.
Is it like a sticker that you bake on a resin over top of it?
No, it's ink. You print it in I have a sublimation printer, and you use sublimation paper, and you put it on it, you seal it, you wrap it up in butcher paper, you stick it in the oven for 4 minutes, and when you're done, that's what it looks like.
Nice.
All right.
Kate, those are, so you have an oven for them?
I do. I have got I went to Walmart and got one of them little, toaster ovens.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because you cannot put them in your oven because of the fumes they make. You will never be able to use your oven again.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you get the paper? Because I know, is that the sublimation paper? Does it have a sticky side to it?
No, it doesn't. I get my sublimation paper off of Amazon. I love A-Sub. It's the best paper I found. I do my print on it, put it on there, and you get heat-resistant tape. You can get that on Amazon as well. You pull it real tight, and then you have to have the shrink wrap, which you can get on Amazon as well. And you use your hot gun, or what are they called? Heat gun.
Heat gun.
And shrink it down so it's real tight. And you put butcher paper on it. Then you put your shrink wrap on it. Then you pop it in the oven at 450 for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Nice job. Those are really nice.
Yeah.
So those mugs, though, they have to have the polyester coating on them, right, for the sublimation to adhere to it, right?
Yep, it has to be.
But you can't put those in. From my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can't put those in the dishwasher because it could.
I wouldn't. I tell people not to.
Okay. That's what I thought. That would be the only thing because it can
And,
heat up depending on the dishwasher, right? But,
Right. It tells on the bottom of mine. It says don't use. It says dishwasher safe, but I don't recommend doing it maybe once in a while. But
That's
Ooh,
what I
nice.
just 3D printed. I'll be putting together that I showed you. That's a little
oh,
Jawa.
nice.
and I did the MC that my husband rides with. One of their members passed away, a real young kid, and I took the heat sealer, you know, like your ID cards are and stuff. Vinyl. What's it called?
Okay.
No,
Laminating.
I'm sorry. What?
Laminating.
Laminating, and I pressed it onto a piece of wood, and then I did his picture on it because you can laminate on that, and then I framed it.
How long have you been doing this? How did you learn about it? YouTube?
Yep, I've only been doing it maybe a year.
Okay.
Nice. Those are beautiful. Those
Yeah.
mugs.
I
Those are
just
beautiful.
started crafting 2 years ago when the COVID hit.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Very cool.
And I embroidery. I have an embroidery machine. I do table runners, and I got a Cricut, and I got my laser. No, yeah, I got a laser.
My son bought his wife a Cricut and it just sets. They made me a jacket last year for Christmas, the Dallas Cowboys, on a hoodie. They done a real nice job on it, but I guess they don't use it much.
I need to work on my embroidery machine. I have an embroidery machine and it needs a new cutter. But it's like $300-400 for the cutter. I got to get it from the manufacturer, so I gotta replace it and tune it and do all that because it's pretty old. So I need to get back to my embroidery stuff. It failed on me 2 years ago, and I just haven't replaced the part.
Now I don't have one of them $20,000 embroidery machines. I've got an $800 brother.
There you go.
It does what I need it to do.
Right. The one I have is a happy machine. My mom got it for me. God, almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, and Christmas balls.
And it's a nice machine. I mean, it's 12, 12 needles and all of that.
See, that's a $15,000 machine. No, I can't. No.
Yeah, it actually, the machine itself is about 4 or 5. My mom got it for me as a gift. So, and it's the software that kills you.
Take care.
On the software.
Take care, HC. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. I share. I have a friend that has a business, and we share.
Oh, nice.
But mine, I mean, I can do a 6x12 area, so it's not too bad.
Okay, that's not too bad. I have a hat hoop. I've got all that stuff.
No, I don't have all that. No.
I just gotta go in there and take it apart and contact the vendor and get the part and all that stuff. But
I get in moods to do things.
I agree. I could relate to that.
I do the Ukrainian eggs. Have you seen those? I don't have any handy. Where you paint them and then you put the wax on them and then you paint the next color and you put the wax on it. You start from light and go to dark. I do that. It's called Pazunki.
Interesting.
I see something on YouTube and I'm like, I can do that.
You see how you go? I could do that. Look at that.
I can do that.
Wow,
That's awesome.
Sergio HVAC, thank you very much for the $50 on PayPal. Birthday money. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that.
I was doing, like, this is glass fused. So I was doing glass fusing a while back ago. This is one of the hobbies I did. I had to do it at what's the place called? I'm trying to remember. Anyways, there's a place in Dallas that had a class. So it was nice because you could go in there and just use all their stuff and things like that.
Nelson.
Make a space.
Hold on, Kate. They make you big.
Oh, nice.
Can you see it? I'm still learning this stupid camera
Yeah,
thing.
If you're at an angle, yeah, at an angle, you can
Get
see
the
it.
right angle, we can see it.
Oh yeah, if you turn it more at the.
Thank you very much, Sergio. You're awesome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
I
Thank
can
you.
do that.
Yeah, those are nice.
Nelson. Glad to have you here, Nelson. Got a picture I want to share. I just sent it from my phone to my computer, and let me pull it in. I'll show you guys. Here's what I worked on yesterday out in the garage. I resin poured it this morning. Now I got to wait for the resin to cure. Let me pull it in. I'll show you.
Speaking of, while you do that, I'm gonna go grab my other bats because I could be sitting here replacing the rest of my fets.
Oh, the picture's crooked. I got to wait a second. Let me delete it. Just a
My
minute.
room sure is messy.
Everybody's is. That's life.
Yeah.
That means you're busy doing stuff, working.
Hang on, Kate.
If you organize it, you're going to forget where half the stuff's at.
That's it. I know where everything is here, so. That
All right.
wait, I gotta go. That's my laser. I gotta get coordinated. This in the back of me is my press. I keep it covered up. My heat press.
Oh,
And
nice.
this is my pride and joy. This is my toolbox.
Hello, Jack. How you doing today?
Very nice.
I like my toolbox.
Chris Travis. Hello, buddy. How you been? Hello,
I'm
Pete.
back.
Yeah, here's a picture I wanted to show you. Here's what I was working on yesterday. I carved that on my CNC. It's out of pine, and then I poured resin in it this morning. And you can see I went over my letters. I'm going to plane that off on my CNC tomorrow, and then I'll paint it black. I probably should have went darker on the green, but I didn't. But the black might make it pop.
I will say, when you paint it black, that'll make that green pop quite a bit more.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. The green will be everything will be black except where it's green. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one, we've got the only, we've got the Nick. What's going on, Nick? How you doing, buddy? Can't hear you. You're muted.
No, I can hear him. He's just on a different microphone.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I can't hear you.
Can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
No. Here, I'll make you big so we can read your lips. No. Build Dad Build, the great Nick, has an awesome channel. Great guy.
How about
in
now?
Tex-
There
Oh,
it
we
is.
can
go.
hear you now.
There, Tim.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
why
How
I
you
turned
been?
my mic off. What's
Yeah, I
happening,
follow
guys?
Nick. I follow Bill Dad Bill.
Good.
Hey, Rob. Hello, Rob. Good to see you. What's going on today? What are you working on?
I'm not working on anything. My air conditioner's been out for like the last week.
Oh, no.
that's
So the
terrible.
only place that has air conditioning is the shop, and then I've got a couple of portable units in the house. But it's literally to do anything in the house is sweating. So the kids are in playing video games right now. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out to the shop and have a beer because it's cold out there.
Wow. So what's wrong with your air conditioner? The capacitor blow, and it's a
Man,
$20
no.
part?
So they came out. I'm pretty sure my conspiracy mind is going. They came out. I just had them come out to maintenance to do like the summarization or whatever you want to call it, where they come out and they kind of check everything out. And they came out and they're like, "You have a leak," and I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "It's going to be like $8,000 to fix it," and I was like, "You can kindly fuck off." And I called another guy to come out, and he's like, "But in the meantime, it stopped cooling altogether." And I'm like, did they sabotage this thing? Because it was working fine before. So this guy comes out and he's like, the controller's bad and it's not sending anything to the outside unit. Now this guy told me the leak's on the inside. So get a new controller, put it in, and the fan and the condenser is dead. Like you can hear it. You can hear it try to click over and it just doesn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
So we replaced that, and it ran for about 2 minutes and then it burned itself up. And he goes to take it in to exchange it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we've been having a problem with those units. There's a recall."
What brand is it? We have an air conditioning man in chat. He owns a business. Sergio HVAC is probably still in chat listening.
Linux.
Are you in the chat, Sergio?
Nick, I had mine installed a year ago, and the compressor went out in 3 months.
Wow.
They
But
said,
you were
you
probably
had a
under
power
warranty,
surge.
right?
Oh no, this part is not under warranty according
course.
to them.
That's always that's
And
my
they
favorite.
said, well, you had a power surge. Well, I've had 3 now.
See, so that's the only reason that's the only thing that kind of messes with my conspiracy theory is that the night that we really noticed the next day it wasn't cooling very well anymore. The power went off and on like multiple times and it was off for a long period of time. So it could have fried that board, that controller panel, and that was after the fact. I don't know.
I'd send the bill to the city and say, look, you guys had a power surge.
I know, right? I just feel like I'm in a strip club. I'm just like,
Yeah.
and it's still hot in here.
You got one of them machines that automatically shoots it out for them?
All the
I
money
need to get
gun.
one.
Yeah. Money.
Yeah, I've
gun.
been in my house 24 years now, and I've always serviced and fixed anything in my air conditioner myself. But then I got to the point where I got tired of getting on the roof, working on it. And 1 year it went out 3 or 4 years ago was the year my dog overheated and died. I was without. Well, anyway, a guy came out and convinced me my compressor was bad. And I didn't go and look at it. And I was I didn't have any home warranty and homeowner's insurance on it at the time. So I contacted American Home Shield. You have to be with them a month before they'll come out and look at anything. That way you don't scam them.
Right.
So I was sweating in the house for a month with a portable air conditioner just in the bedroom. They finally come out a month later. They look at it, and it was a $25 silver capacitor that had went bad that I've replaced in the past many times. But this time I chose to not get up on the roof and work on it. And it was a simple fix.
Yeah.
And it's been working fine ever since.
I've heard that capacitor. Actually, that's what in our old neighborhood, we had a guy who we used to drink with. He was an AC guy, and a lot of times, for some reason, I felt so sorry for him. We would anytime there was like a 3-day weekend in the summer, our air conditioning would go out on like Friday after 5. So. And he was cool enough that he would come over and fix it. And usually it was that capacitor, and he'd just swap it out for, a 6-pack.
Yeah.
But the old capacitor.
Then I had a hard start relay put on my compressor, 15 years ago. Because the guy told me my compressor's going bad. He said, we want $350 for a hard start relay. We won't guarantee it'll work, but it's $350. So I said, no, thank you. And I had I got one off Amazon for like $35. I put it in myself 15 years ago. It's been working fine ever since. I've replaced every possible component on that except for the compressor because I can't do the soldering work on it. But anyway, and we got another man dropping in. We got another guy from over the pond. We've got the one and only Sam Prentice.
Whoa.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Hey.
Hi, Sam.
I'm good. Hey. How's it going?
Literally
How's it
30
going?
minutes
Hey, Sam, how are you?
literally 30 minutes ago, you were out drinking, Sam. What happened?
I know, right? I know. Yes, it's a crime against humanity. But no, I had to do what I had to do. There were some Chinese manufacturers in town, so when in Windsor, we drink. So yeah, it was good, really good.
You took him on a tour of the big house there and all that?
No, I didn't. I was just there for the.
I like that.
I was there for the high fives and the love.
I think it looks like a Tecate, isn't it? The can set.
Did you meet up with those people?
Arion?
No.
No.
Hey, Zach. I saw you there.
Oh, ivory
Yeah.
color, you said. Ivory color, yes. Ivory color.
And
So
Sam,
that's a very nice filament.
right next to you, Kate Beasley has a webcam, so it's the first time she's ever been on a live stream that I know of. So it's great to see
Awesome.
her. Always-
Nice to see
she's
your
always in
face
chat.
finally.
Except for my messy room.
We
Don't
all
worry
have.
about that. Don't worry about that.
You know,
Yeah,
of
all
people,
of us are just in agreement with you, Kate. When you say messy room, we all go,
a lot of people that stream will clean up their area right behind them, but the rest of the room is completely trashed and they're tripping over stuff. You just don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
it. But yeah, it's always like that.
This is where all my madness happens.
All right,
Mm.
Gary, go ahead and make my camera big for a minute.
All right.
Oh yeah.
This will make Kate feel a lot less bad. Okay, we'll start down at that end of the desk.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Work our way through.
That's clean.
My wife always complains about my desk, which is similar.
Scott, that's a lot cleaner. You just can't see my desk.
Oh, it's a competition now. Okay, hold on.
Subsector. Subsector. This is done on wood. This is sublimation on wood.
Oh, nice. See,
Well, that looks really
my son
nice.
has a sublimation, and I really need to. He's in California right now, and we really need to get that printer here in Texas so we can start doing some stuff.
And this is my very first laser I ever did.
That looks great.
Nice job.
What kind of wood, Kate?
Kate?
What kind of wood did you sublimate on?
I just sublimate on any wood. As
Basswood.
long as you put the laminate on it, you can sublimate on any wood. I wouldn't do pine because it has sap in it. This is just on a real thin piece of basswood.
So like basswood?
So when you did that, when you say you put the laminate, so the laminate has like a polyester substrate on it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you could just buy those laminates and then you just heat that onto the.
I put it on the wood, put a piece of butcher paper, and let's see if I can get coordinated. This is my printer in back. I gotta turn. How do I do this? Okay. This is in back of me with the sheet.
Okay.
This is, I have a clam.
Oh, you have a clam. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. See, I got to
Heat
get that
press.
sublimation printer from California over to here because I'd like to do some of that stuff. I had sublimation long time ago, 20 years ago when it was first, but we just had tons of problems with the
Oh, I
printer.
do a lot. I do
Well,
coasters.
Sam, you didn't show us the before
ornaments.
there before you started tearing everything off of it. What did you make?
Nick, thank you very much, my friend. I've got a button
Absolutely.
for that. When I find it, I got a button for that. Thank you very much.
I got a button for that. I need to. Who's helping you with your StreamYard stuff? Are you just learning that stuff, Jerry, or are people helping you out?
When I first got set up on Twitch, I'd have people, BB3D Dan, help me do my Twitch channel and Zolan. But as far as StreamYard, I've just learned that myself.
Gabby?
If you have any questions, I can answer them. You can message me. We can drop into a private chat offline, and I can show you how I do things. Or it's not a problem.
It's always one of those things where I'm like, I'm actually using it, and I'm like, man, it'd be really cool if I could put up like a screen right now.
And down below, you should have a present button. You click present, and then you can share entire screen, just a video file, whatever.
Right, I do that.
And then people, when they're on camera, like for instance, I put my hand directly on your picture. I hold down my left button, I drag you over here, and then I go down here to the fourth button, and then I can full screen you.
Gotcha.
Then if I want to put somebody else full screen immediately, I'll put my hand directly on their little picture, and I drag them over to the big spot.
So is there any way we do kind of a, I guess it's I think it's a video podcast called Makers Therapy. There's 3 of us, and what I always wanted to do is just pick up whoever's talking and make them the big screen. Is there any way to do that, or do you have to physically click a button to move them over?
We got to move them over. Well, I don't know if I can just click on, like if I want to make Sam big, which I'm gonna, I drag him up to the top, then I hit the fourth button down below, then I make him big screen.
What are you making, Sam?
This is a giant carrot.
Sure.
For a minute there,
sure?
Sam, I thought it was a marijuana leaf for a minute.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
No, it's okay. It's not that glamorous, I'm afraid. I don't know if you saw this week, but there's a company that put out like a little fairy house that's a carrot, and I've got a photo on my phone here of one I've done. So we did a small one to start with, and bear with me just for a second, I'll bring it on up. And it's pretty cool. So these are like little fairy houses. See these?
Cool.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah, they're really awesome. And let me see if I can find another one here. Yeah, so this is here we go. So this is the one sort of that I've done. So if you imagine, that's about this kind of size.
Right.
So we've gone up. This is 290%. So my business partner, who's getting married next week, he was like, "Can you do me a really big one?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So on the K1 printer here, I've got these basically being printed out one at a time because you obviously can't fit 5 of them at the same time. And then on the second K1 printer, which is just down below, you can just see it down here.
Yeah.
That's the carrot that's printing in the background at the moment. So yeah, so 10 hours of printing. So what a way to test my printers.
So
They're
when you
That's
give it
cool.
to
I
them,
like this.
when you give it to them, you can say, "Here's a really big one, and this is going to make your new wife very happy," right?
exactly that. Exactly that. No, I don't know what he wants it for, but I said, it's one of those things, isn't it? You know, when someone says to you, "Oh, how big do you want it?" He goes, "Oh, just a bit bigger." I was like, "Well, double the size." He goes, "Oh, whatever, as big as you can." So, considering the door is this size, and usually it would have been about this size. So, whatever.
Right.
But my son is really, really into a thing called Ben and Holly, which is like a UK kind of TV thing.
Yep.
There's elves and fairies and all that kind of stuff. So what we've done is
Don't forget the Brumble.
the what? Sorry,
The Brumble. The Brumble. The fruit what they eat. The Brumbleweed what they always hang out in.
I don't know about that. I know the characters, but I don't pay that much attention to it. But
I've
whatever.
seen that program because
yeah,
I
so-
have a streamer. I get over 6,000 channels, and I can go anywhere in the world and watch TV. And I watch a lot
cool.
of TV out of the UK.
Sweet, yes. So anyway, he's into kind of like pixies and elves and stuff, and so we've done this little thing so he doesn't touch the plants. I was like, you've got to be really careful around the pixies, the houses and all that kind of stuff. So he's very quiet around those areas, which is nice. So it's where I maybe sit outside or whatever. So yeah,
He's
it's all
a
good.
cute little boy. I saw your holiday pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, he's all right. He's obviously got his mum's looks. So,
Sam, what's the name of the program that Mr. Bagley uses on where everybody's talking, and the minute they talk, the camera makes them big and everybody's small? Isn't that Google something where it automatically picks up the person talking and a full
Zoom
screen?
meeting.
I'm not sure what he uses. I've not been on a stream with him for a long time now.
Yeah.
I thought it was this. To be fair, I honestly thought it was StreamYard.
No, he's using Zoom. I think every time he has his meetings.
Yep,
That makes
Zoom
sense.
does that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then that makes a lot of sense.
Nick, do you want to re-explain your story? Sergio's listening.
About the AC.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like the story is the story. What's happening now is I'm waiting on a motor for the condenser outside. Apparently, there's a recall on Linux motors for the condenser. So we had one, and it burned up, and now they're ordering another from Georgia, which I damn near drove to Georgia to get because it's hot.
Yeah, my last
Cranky.
motor I replaced.
And I'm back a week on production, so that's what's killing me is I haven't been able to do what I normally do, because I can get out in the shop, but I can't go near my office. My office is on the second floor. It's like 95 degrees up there right now. It's just oppressive to even walk up there. And I'm getting ready to go.
I see your unit on the wall behind you for the garage. Are people sleeping in the garage because it's so hot in the house?
I have a portable unit that rolls around that does about 500 square feet. So I have that in the bedroom. So
you vented out a window. Okay.
Yeah. So there's one of those running in the bedroom. I actually have another one running in kind of the living room area of the house. But the problem with my house is it's an open floor plan. So the area it's trying to cool is like 1,500 square feet. And it's rated for like 700. So it's not boiling in the house. It's about 82 degrees. But the second floor, if you go upstairs, is hot, man, because that's where all the heat's going. And I don't have anything running up there. So it's like 95 degrees up there.
Here's what I wanted to play a little bit ago. I just found it right here.
Awesome. Super chat.
Hey, did you get
Now, Nick, you said you were running window units?
They're not window units. They're like portable AC units.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That might help cool that open area.
Well, so the AC guy was pretty cool. So I have one that I used to have out in the shop before I put the split in. So I've had that running in the bedroom, so at least we can sleep. So that's been running in there, and that's, if you go into our bedroom, it's a nice crispy, like 72 degrees, perfect for sleeping. But the AC guy, after this, so basically this last piece that he has to order is coming from is coming from Georgia, so it's going to be a couple days. So he went by his storage unit, picked up another one of those portable AC things, and we have it in the main area. It's just not rated to cool that much area.
Right.
And since it's open floor plan, I don't have any way to close it off. Like I can't close the doors or anything. Like my
Right.
living room, my dining room, and my kitchen are all one big room.
And
So-
where are you at?
Oh, wow.
Texas,
Thank you very much,
Houston.
Patrick. I really appreciate it.
Awesome super chat.
I'm
There,
in North
have to do
Carolina.
it
We
again.
actually have
Thank you, thank you.
81 with 27% humidity today.
I don't think it's ever been 21% humidity here.
Normally
always
it's
like
in the
Yeah.
triple digits and 100% humidity, so we melt.
Yeah, here in Texas, the humidity and the heat. And it's
Yeah, I
getting warm right now, Nick. So it's
Yeah, I
warming
know.
up pretty
And-
quick. I'm in
I'm
Dallas, so
I'm very aware. Very
Monday, I'll
aware.
be 59, red light. My birthday is Monday, June 12th.
Well, happy birthday, Jerry.
Thank you. I thought about streaming Monday, but I don't know if I will or not. But
Mine's in July.
Hey, Jerry, you
Right.
going to be able to come out when I'm in Vegas, LaserCon?
I'm not sure. When is LaserCon?
It is the last Thursday and Friday of June. I want to say the 20. I'm going to be there the 28th, I think, through the 1st. LaserCon is the 29th and the 30th. I want to do kind of I want to try to do like a meet and greet that's not LaserCon, just anybody that's in the area type thing. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
All right, I'll look them up and I'll see what I can figure out. Where's LaserCon gonna be? What hotel?
Round Rock? Does that sound right?
No,
It's. I mean, it's not on the Strip.
Red
It's,
Rock. Red Rock Casino,
Red Rock.
West Charleston's all the way west of me. I live on the very far east, right next to the Sunrise Mountain, and the Red Rock is all the way west of me. Okay.
Of course. Well, I got to figure something out. I'm not sure. Look at that big ass carrot. I don't know if I personally, I'd rather not leave the resort, but I don't know. I haven't looked to see where the Red Rock is either, as in relation to Vegas in general. So I don't know. I really need to get on that more. I was dealing with that contest, and so when I got that stuff going on, I dropped the ball a lot of other places because I'm trying to get all this stuff together.
If the one side of your screen where your elbow is, where you're drinking, was Red Rock, right on that edge, the Strip is in the middle where your microphone is, and I'm down there where it says Nick. So your Red Rock Casino is all the way on one end of town. Strip in the downtown are right in the middle, and I'm all the way over on the other side.
What do you make, Scott?
They did say it was going to be like an Uber ride from the airport's not cheap.
It's a front end of it's the front end off of
Tell her happy birthday, Red Light.
What you showed us last week?
No, well, yeah, but it's the one that I made for Nick at Polymaker that he busted at. He tore the front end off of it at Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, so I'm reprinting it.
I need a printer.
Since Sam was showing off his printer, I figured I could show off mine too.
Sam's got a lot of printers.
Yeah, at the very least, Nick, like my wife says, we can drive up there, meet you, and I can get a selfie, shake your hand. That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the last LaserCon that I went to was actually in Houston. It was right down the street, so it was really nice. I could just go over there, but they tend to be a little dry. So there's going to be more vendors there. I think this is her third year doing it, but there's going to be more vendors there, which will be nice. But I'm gonna try to spice it up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to do yet.
I was talking with Jamie. She has showed me I need a printer. Yeah, to make my miniatures. I need to get a printer.
Well, if they're real small, you'd want a resin printer, but you can go pretty small on FDM. It all depends.
I don't want a resin. There's too much involved with it, being a newbie. Maybe later.
Yeah. It's like the stuff I made for you. A bunch of it I couldn't print on the bamboo. It was too little, so I threw them in a resin printer. Now I had a resin printer. They were too small for the FDM printer to even print them. Did those parts work out for you that I made? Were you able to use them?
They did. I made molds out of them, and I use it for resin, and I make the little food containers to put in the little houses and stuff.
Okay.
I am fixing to build a house. I am going to build the Vanderbilt house in Asheville, North Carolina, the big Vanderbilt place. I'm going to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Vincent, 1977, all out, but I don't see his camera working. As soon as I see his camera, I'll pull him in.
I'm going to leave everybody because it's
Bye,
getting
Zach.
late.
Nice to meet you.
Take care, Zach.
Love you, Zach. Love you, Zach.
Keep up
Love
the
you,
great
sir.
work.
Have a nice birthday, by the way, Jerry.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, sir, and you have a great day.
Thank you too.
No, guys.
Love you, Zach.
Have a good day, Zach.
Love you, Zach.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. How are you doing
Hi.
today?
I'm exhausted. So hot here, and I'm still working on moving out of this place. So.
Oh, you guys are wimps.
No, guy,
It's,
there's not one here.
30 degrees Celsius here at the moment. So
30
yeah.
degrees Celsius. What does that equate in where I'm living?
About
Fahrenheit.
90.
90?
Where is this?
Yeah, in Vegas right now it's 93 and sunny, so it's not bad out.
Yeah, for us
But
it's hot.
It will get up to 115, and then you'll walk outside and you'll feel like you're in an oven. But it's better,
Yeah.
but it's not. But you won't be sweating that bad if you're in a shade. Like if you live in a humid state,
Yeah,
no matter where you're
that's
at, you can't get away from it.
that's a problem here because it's always humid.
Yeah.
So we're always sweating. You can change your clothes 3-4 times a day.
Thanks,
I moved.
Montana.
So Jerry can probably relate to this. Well, not relate to this, but I moved from Phoenix to Houston. So they're equally as hot, but when they say but it's a dry heat, that's not a misnomer, man. It can be like anything over 100 is hot, right? But if it's 95 in Phoenix and it's 0 humidity, it's not nearly as bad as 95 degrees in Houston with like almost 100% humidity.
Exactly.
It
Yeah,
is
you're-
sticky and gross.
Yeah, your shirt is sticky and wet, and even if you're in the shade, you're just melting.
That was one of the things I thought when I moved to Texas from California. It was like, oh, I've been in 100-degree weather, and then I come
Puppy
here
bear.
and it's like,
Real
so
pretty.
That's my Ethiopian puppy.
Oh, nice.
Well, we used to have a problem with this friends visiting, and they come to Phoenix, and the problem is like everybody walks around with a big old jug of water. They do in Vegas too, because you don't really sweat. Because the humidity is so low that like when perspiration comes on your skin, it just kind of evaporates. And so you dehydrate really quickly. And I would always have people come, and this is buddies from college. We go out to happy hour or something like that, and they wouldn't drink enough water, and they just get sick as hell. And it's like you got to drink water. Like you're going to drink more water than you think you need to drink because you just don't you don't have that same feeling like you need to drink water.
right.
And yeah, man, it was you dehydrate quick.
Yeah, especially if you're moving out of this place. So it's a 9 flight of stairs every time with the boxes, and man, I'm glad that when it's over.
Did you say 9 flights of stairs?
Yeah, I live basically on the papers it's 4 stories up, but originally it's 5 without an elevator.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm basically got a problem with my legs, so it's harder for me to walk the stairs. Yeah, and then I try to move everything out of here.
Jeez.
But we will get there. It's for a good cause.
All right, I gotta go light the barbecue. I'll be right back.
Ah, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I still have a bumper sticker on my truck. I mentioned, oh, the camera followed him. Here we go. We can check his shop out here. Let me make him big. We can see what he's got going on. There we go.
Now we get to see how organized he is, Jerry.
I like that baby head on the far left. That's pretty cool looking. And I see a couple big bottles of resin. So. He's
And
got
an armless person on the side.
He's got like a 3-car garage. There's a lot of room. I only got a 2-car garage and it's crammed. It's hard to I try to rearrange my garage all the time. It's like, now where do I put this at?
I just took over one of the bedrooms.
Yeah, so I got 2 living rooms in my house. So the biggest living room is my hobby room.
I've been pushed out of all my rooms. I'm now in the corner of my living room right now. My couch is just on the other side.
Okay. Yeah, whatever works.
Hey, I had to make room. I got a big living room, so it does help. But it's the center. It's the center of the house, though. So I just heard something crash in the garage, and I went running out there thinking because my son has been going up in the attic, and I was afraid that he fell down the stairs or something. And I went running out there just now, and he's like, "No, I'm fine."
Right before the stream, I picked up my pit droid to put him back up on the shelf, and I forgot that his torso is press fit, and his bottom half fell off, and I broke one of his toes. So I said a choice word real loud. Matt heard it, and I had to glue his toe back on.
Can you all hear my bulldog snoring?
And I just hear printer running.
He go
So,
running out
so
of that
Sam,
phone.
where did you get those little carrots and those little village things?
I found them on Colts.
Oh, they're on Colts.
Yeah, on Colts. Yeah, and then the person is PA1 is the username, and they also have a Patreon as well. So I've subscribed to the Patreon and downloaded. They do like fairy bird boxes, and then they do like cars. And he also does like a little miniature car, but he does like all the set for it. So there's a racetrack and there's like shops and stuff like that. So I thought maybe that, support another creator, of course, and just sort of see how things go and see what else I print. So the bird box is pretty cool though. It looks good. Looks very good.
Yeah, I gotta do this mini golf course concept for work. So we're gonna be. They asked me for help on printing stuff, so I was trying to come up with ideas. So
Yeah, my wife typed on her phone, but I think she meant to say, "Oh, that's what broke." She probably heard me cuss really loud when it happened.
Yeah, they do. I've seen it a few times now where you go to like a forest and then a few of the trees will have like a little door at the bottom of them. And the idea is, for kids just to sort of have a bit of fun and say, oh, the fairies live in there or whatever. It's not something that generally I would have kind of gone, hey, that's a great idea without having children, of course. So now we've got this 2-year-old and he's into this, TV stuff and Peppa Pig and various other bits and pieces. And he likes to kind of adventure. So I kind of figured let's try and make things, interesting for him. So, yeah, But yeah, really good. PA1 it's called. I'll try and find the link.
Sam, we do a lot of painted rocks. And you go go for your walks and you hide them in the forest and then other people find them.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. I might pop in back later if you're still on.
Okay, as soon as you leave, we're going to have the giveaway. So I just want to let you know that, right?
Okay, I'll stay.
See you, Matt.
Have a great day, Matt.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Trevor from Navarre 3D. Trevor, what's going on?
Howdy.
Mark, to answer
finally
your
got my
question,
story
it's
for a minute. Although
caliber.
I see somebody pulling up right now in the window, so
cool.
I may go quiet for a minute here, but as always, you're on the TVs, and I do have your audio on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
gotta be
I'll be
careful
back
what
in a
we
minute.
say.
Sorry.
No worries.
I just posted that in private chat. I've just seen NonFams just found it, so thanks, NonFam.
Thanks for that, Sam.
Yeah, it's cool.
My next door neighbor has a ton of river rocks on the side of the house. Those round, smooth rocks. I thought I'd grab a couple of them and blazer them, but I haven't.
So let me ask you this, Scott: are you ready for next week? Let's say the week after next.
Getting there. Are you?
Okay. Kind of. Yeah, it's been pretty stressful, especially now that I'm dealing with the t-shirts and stuff for the Death Racers and the stuff happening at Murph. I've ordered from America because it makes sense to do that. And then, I'm dealing with time zone issues. I'm dealing with people that don't fully understand where I'm at, that perhaps I've made a mistake and it should have been shipped to the UK, not to the US. So there's a whole load of kind of stuff around that's kind of frustrating. But over and above, yeah, I mean, everything's going quite well. If stuff isn't there, then it's not there. That's just the way I guess we're going to have to sort of deal with it. But hey, whatever.
Well, hang on here, Sam. I have something to show you.
He's looking downwards underneath his desk, and that's worrying.
Sam Scott is a member of the Bamboo Lab Club now.
I heard. Yes, I
Please tell
heard.
me it's not his wiener.
His one is powered by propane, though, right?
Yes, propane and propane accessories.
Nice.
Hang on here. So this is what I'm in the middle of assembling right now.
Oh, look at
in the
that.
workshop.
Wow, look at that. Imagine such a thing.
That's super nice, dude.
What's
Okay,
going
what
on
is
with
that? It looks like a giant tapper.
And then
You don't want to know where that's going.
here's the side panels. Sam couldn't tell me what he wanted for his other sponsor side panel, so his other sponsor told me what to put on his side
Okay,
panel.
why does it look like it's moving around?
Yeah,
The
why is it
polymaker looks
moving?
like it's floating.
That's
Because
so
my
weird.
it's my camera.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's my camera.
Oh, I
Oh, wow.
thought for some reason it was like LCDs on there or something. Then it's
Yeah.
weird.
That was cool.
This will stop it to some extent, but it's because the lighting
Wow.
in here.
That's mad.
That's a neat effect. You do that in a video if that'll show up and trick people on what it might be.
Print a pair of
Here.
underpants.
Yeah.
Here it is on the side of the dragster.
Nice.
Cool.
And then here's his
Yeah.
front and rear wings.
You're running out of time, Scott. You gotta get together. You gotta get it all together there.
And then there's one of the rear wheels, which it's not glued yet, so the liner has a bubble in it. But anyway,
That's really cool. That's
Hey,
really
Jake
cool.
from State Farm, long time, buddy. How you been?
so there you go, Sam. There's your dragster. It'll be done
Amazing.
by
Thank
the end
you
of the
so-
day tomorrow. I promise not
Thank
to
you.
crash it.
Here's a link
Thank
if you
you
want
so
to drop
much.
in.
Thank you so much.
Very cool.
Of
So
course,
this is going on in England.
No, it's
No.
going out in Goshen, Indiana.
I can't make that one. I'm hoping to go to Earth.
Cool. Well, that'll be the bigger event anyway. So we're kind of considering the Earth one to be the biggest one of this year. And the people that are putting Earth on are also sort of supporting the Deaf Racers as well. So it's a named event, which it wasn't last year. We had about 30 races, 25, 30 races last year. So there's one in Scott's video there. So
Nice.
yeah, that's what we're
so
doing.
that's the killdozer, and then
Killdozer.
I put a hitch on mine to pull the buggy with because we have
Amazing.
full Amish buggies.
That's
But I'm also
amazing.
putting a hitch.
The pink Barbie buggy. Yeah.
Well,
No,
I'm putting,
that's
I'm
awesome.
putting a hitch on Sam's dragster so he can tow his buggy with his dragster.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. And of course, it's not just that. Also Creality are going to be there as well. And then I'm hosting a after party for them on the Sunday, which is kind of a weird thing for Earth as well, for Murph rather, because people tend to want to get out of Dodge pretty much straight away after the event. So they're holding an event for like 30 people that are kind of Creality fans or appreciate the printers that they make and stuff. And there's going to be loads of giveaways and bits and pieces as well. So yeah,
Here's
should be
the
good.
link from Sam right here that he posted for that
Thanks,
carrot.
mate. Thank you. Yeah, I love anything like that. I'm trying to do some stuff with Stephen Lightspeed. I'm trying to incorporate some of his models into some of the printers as well. It's all right printing benches all day, but I want to do stuff that's a little bit more, a little bit more amusing. It's got to be. There's got to be more to life than a benchy, right? It's whatever. So yeah, there you go.
So what's everybody's go-to for models? For 3D models?
Type or site, you mean?
Site. Like if you're like, man, I really want to see if I can find this. Where's the first place you go? I mean, do you go to Thingiverse, or is Thingiverse kind of like
Well, first off, you can go to Yegi.com, and most of those are listed in Yegi, YEGGI.com. There's Fangs, there's Thingiverse, there's Cult 3D. There's a million designers out there that have Patreons or sell sites like Sanix, for instance, Sanix3D.com. Everybody else jump right in, but yeah, there's a million resources. But
Depends if you want to pay for it.
I don't care about paying for it. I want to know where, like, if I want a quality print,
Well, I mean, I use
The best place to go.
3D. I use
So,
Thangs.com.
like, let's say,
There's loads out there. I mean, the thing is, it all depends. Yeah, Thangs,
So do you
Thangs
think-
is a big one.
STL
so,
Finder.
like, so Cold 3D, like, I've used them and like their files seem fine, but that site just seems sketchy to me for some reason.
No, Colson's good. A lot of good stuff.
I mean, it's all down to personal preference, and then of course, then you sort of bounce onto Patreon and stuff like that, and then there's creators all over the place. Then at that point, Thangs, and also Printables, which is Prusa's site as well. You know, there's so much there's so much choice out there. I wouldn't.
So they're
say
all
that-
legit. Like,
yeah.
You don't have. So is there any site that you avoid that everybody else is like go here or not necessarily go here, but you
if
know
they're
what I
a
mean?
pirate site, sometimes people will have pirate sites where they steal everything from designers and they put them up and resell them on pirate sites. But
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
if you
not
hang out
gonna
on
Like the
Facebook-
main ones you've heard of, like
Yeah.
Thingiverse, Colts. There's another one that's escaping me. Printables, like all that. All those are legit, and like you guys have no problem buying designs.
Most of the designers are all over the place, and if I find a designer that's doing stuff that I want to print, generally they have a Patreon, and I'll just go to their Patreon because it's going to just be that more reasonable if you like a lot of their designs. So,
well, for instance, this model right here from Photo Cement. I'm not a member of his Patreon. I am a member of a few Patreons, but build money's tight. So I go to my mini factory and I buy the model individually because a lot of people sell their work individually on my mini factory for like $3, $5, whatever it may be. I think I paid like $5 for this.
And that's the kind of thing that I would rather, like, if it was something like that, I would rather go there to somebody's Patreon where I know they're getting all the money, because you can't tell me that like 3D Cults, like the designer gets some of that, but the I'm assuming the website gets some of that too, you know? So
well, I think even on Patreon you have that issue, right, Nick? I mean, everybody's going to take their cut.
I guess you're. So, do you think they're getting? Well, I guess then the question becomes: if you're going to somebody's Patreon site and you're paying them and getting their design, do you think they're getting more of the revenue share than if they posted that same thing on Colts or something like that?
Think of it this way: if they have 50 files out on my mini factory and they have 50 files available for download on their Patreon.
You join their Patreon, you download whatever you want instead of buying them individually.
Yeah, right. It's depending on the designer, but
how you doing?
From what I understand and the meetings that I've had recently, Patreon still do take quite a significant cut from your monthly membership, but Thangs are so far, and obviously Printables have just launched their own kind of pay STL site. Thangs apparently are the better of many. And they're trying to be very, very fair to the creators. So,
well, that's good. You know, it's good to know. I mean,
yeah, because they have the subscription now, right, Sam? Is that what you're talking about? The subscription model.
When I'm going to do a video for something, I go to printables.com first, and I look around there. And if I can't find something that I want to make, I'll go to Thingiverse, or I'll go through different designers. It depends if it's a model, a character model, or if it's a physical object or something I can use. What's the word for that? When you print things that you can actually use, there's a word for that. Hey, Steven.
Consumable.
And sometimes you're looking at not so much, where to get the model. It's like, how good is the design itself, right? Well, it's depending on what you're doing. Because I've printed things that were similar to other people's that was free, and it didn't print nearly as well as something I paid for. So so there could be. I mean, it's just depending.
Yeah,
that's just an example.
I'd give Printables a 10. Yeah, they're a great site.
Yeah, Printables is definitely a great site.
Okay, good to know.
I always start with Printables first.
Okay.
Yes, Steven, I replaced my hot end, as you've seen. My next print came out perfect, but when I disconnected the connector on the board, you've probably seen that on Facebook, it pulled off the entire JST, the female connector on the board, tried to put it back on. I bent over the pin, tried to straighten it, broke the pin, contacted Bamboo. They sent out another little board. And evidently that thermistor connector is supposed to pull off the board, which is stupid. The male and female side are supposed to pull off. But they're really hard to put back on because you can't get your head down and there's enough light close enough to line it up perfectly to get it back on.
It's supposed to come off?
Yeah, Joe. Functional print. That's the word I was thinking of. Yeah. Because a lot of people think everything I print is just a bunch of useless crap and statues. But yes, I do print functional prints once in a while. That's the word I was trying to think of.
So I've got a question for anybody. How did anybody get in 3D printing and why?
Well, I got into 3D printing. I seen a printer years ago. It looked really janky and is made out of wood. And it's like, I'm not interested in even looking at this. And then I was randomly searching and I seen a Sanix's website, and a guy named Kevin Sharp in the UK, which does awesome statues, was printing out these really cool statues. Like, wow, how did you do that? I want one. So I bought a CR10. And then like a month or two later, then I bought another CR10. And then I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things. And that's how it happened. It's like, that's cool.
I started 3D printing because I met from Akumamat years ago, and they were already printing, and I wanted to make stuff because I was at the time prepping for stuff in my house and make it myself because I couldn't find it. That's why I started printing.
Nick, is that your wife behind you, Nick? Does she want to say hi to everybody?
She does not want to say hi to everybody. She wants to be in the garage because it's cold out here.
Okay. All right.
Don't blame
There we
her.
go. Put her on big camera. There she waved. All right. Hello.
I was like, "Do you need something?" She's like, "I'm just coming out here because it's cold."
Okay. All right.
So Vincent, so my son is actually what got me to do 3D printing.
Okay.
So before I started printing it, about a year or two before, I bought him for Christmas a Creality Ender, just basic. And I sent it to him. Well, I ordered it on Amazon. It was on sale, and I went to go send it to him for Christmas. And I accidentally didn't put his address in and sent it to me. So I looked at it and I was like, I should really just keep this. I really should just keep it. I want to mess with it. I went, no, I'll go ahead and spend the $75 now to ship it to him in California. And I shipped it to him. And then he put it together and never did anything with it. Never printed with it. And I was like getting mad. Send me back the printer. It's like, you're not printing with it. Send it back to me. So finally, I used to do ceramics. So I used to throw on a wheel and stuff, but because of my back, I couldn't do it anymore. So I was like, I got to do something else. I got to find something else to do. And I have a lot of original ceramic stuff, and I wanted to do molds. So that's why I ended up buying a 3D printer and finally getting into it. And then it just, then I started streaming, and, here I am.
So basically, that's basically what I did. Guys were basically 3D printing, and I wanted to make stuff basically for myself, and bought my first Ender, and then Matt from Akumamat said to me, hey, you want to do some resin printing? I said, yeah, I want to try to. So he sent me a washing cure station and a small resin printer. It's nice, the quality, but give me FDM because it smells, it's too much work.
Vincent, I started, but I don't have a printer yet. I started by watching these guys and checking online because I bounced through YouTube. I build dollhouses and dioramas and things like that.
Yeah.
And eventually, I'm on disability, so I have to save here and nickel there and nickel. So it's going to take me a while before I get one, but I'll get one. One.
Hey,
that's my problem now because I don't have to work anymore. I'm on disability now because I got too bad in kidneys. That's why I'm also moving out of this place. And I want to keep doing stuff. And at the moment, all my printers are down. I'm waiting for parts. And I want to make more stuff and also dioramas. And I think resin printing is the way to go with the dioramas because it's better quality.
I do a lot with mat board. I build my dioramas with mat board, and then I use polymer clay and make the little breads or whatever.
Yep.
Jerry, you still got that picture?
Yeah, I was looking for it. I got to pull it off. I think I still got it on my computer. Let me see if I can find it.
Before I got a camera, I would email Jerry all my pictures of the things that I make and I do. And
here's a little one.
Yeah, that's these. This is how big those actually are.
Oh, they're real tiny.
They're 1/12.
Wow.
Oh, they're
Let me move my camera over here, make you big, and see it better. There you go.
Yep, they're 1/12.
That's cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, when I'm in my new place, I'm gonna build a small area that I finally can do some model making.
How did you make
And-
those little chip bags?
This actually I bought from a friend and I copied her. You print this out and then you put it's a piece of paper and then you put the laminate on it and you seal it and you kind of stuff it with some bubble wrap.
Oh, okay.
So,
Those
but
are cute.
I buy things to take them apart to see what they're like. And then I did gotta get used to this camera. I did the beer bottles.
Oh, cool.
But see, I'm tired of buying beer bottles, so I want to be able to print them.
The resin printing.
Yeah, for those little tiny ones. I know how to do.
Do resin printing with those small parts, because FDM it's gonna be a problem with the tips
They're
and
gonna be
stuff.
too small.
I had problems with building ships, and it needed to print small, very thin antennas on the ship of a Stargate ship, and I had a lot of problems. So later on, I sliced it and cut it off and did it in a resin printer.
Yeah, see, I do 1/12 scale.
Yeah, for the small stuff, it's better for resin.
Yeah, but then when I start on the doll houses and stuff like that, I need the bigger one, so it's like,
Well, I
yeah.
started out with one, Kate. Look behind me. This is the ones you could see.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What's the name of that Patreon that Trevor's on? I can't think of the name. He resells all the models from that person, and I can't think of the name. When Trevor comes back, I'll ask him. But every time we see his video, Jeff from somewhere where he makes all that really cool stuff. I can't think of the name of the Patreon, though. But that's a really good site.
Hex 3D.
Hex 3D. Thank you very much. Yeah, Hex 3D. Well, Nick's not on camera, but Nick, if you're listening, Hex 3D. There he is. There's Trevor.
Jerry, I'm gonna go. I gotta go lay down. I'm starting to get my head's starting to pound.
You need
Well,
chicken
I'm still
soup.
not feeling good, so I'm gonna drop off, dude. Thanks
Hope
for
you
having
start
me.
feeling better.
It was
Thank
nice.
you very
Yeah,
much,
it was nice meeting everybody. I was just sitting here doing my FEPs on my resin printers. I'm gonna go get the resin going. I'm gonna go lay down.
All right,
Anyway.
take care.
All right, thanks, Jerry. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.
You too.
Take
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm also going to go because I have to get up early tomorrow and bring a lot of stuff to the new place.
Well, thank you very much. Have fun moving. It sucks, and no one enjoys
No,
moving.
it's for the better because the place is bigger and I got more space for the printers and yeah, but I supposed to have some help and everybody said the big finger and do it yourself. So two houses
right.
two houses in 4 weeks.
Wow. Oh, you said you live upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But now you live on the first floor, right?
Nope. I live on the 4th floor here, and I'm going to the 3rd floor. But over there's 2 elevators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's way better. Electric doors, so if you got like shopping bags in your hand, you can hit the button, then the doors go open, and yeah, it's way better. So yeah, and I'm also waiting for parts for the 3D print. It's hard to get parts for my reality machine at the moment.
Well, I'm going to win one because Scott sent me a thing to enter, and I bought 5 tickets, and I'm going to win one of them.
Yeah, I got 3 machines down at the moment, so and my customer is waiting. So yeah, it's a big problem.
Wow. What's my videos? You guys seen that screw up?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's giving me an epileptic seizure.
Okay,
Now,
so,
when is this event in Goshen?
A
good
week
night,
and a half.
everybody.
Oh,
Bye.
night, Vince. No, because I'll be 3 hours
that is-
from there, but not till the end of August.
Yeah, the event in Goshen starts the 23rd, the afternoon of the 23rd.
Yeah, that's 11 hours from here.
And
That's
then
a little-
and then the evening of the 25th, we'll all get drunk with Sam.
And go out and eat some
Yeah.
pancakes.
On Creality's bill.
Yeah. And Sam will eat pancakes. Lots and lots
So,
of
Oh
Sam,
my
pancakes.
god,
you don't
I cannot wait.
So,
for
Sam, you
pancakes.
don't have like an extra printer that you're not using and would like to donate?
He lives in
Oh,
the
I've
UK.
got loads. I've got loads. If you were in the UK, I would quite happily send you one, but it's
Well,
just
you're-
not.
Well, wait a minute. You're coming to the U.S. You can't stuff one in a suitcase?
I'd say not. Unless it's like a Focus folding printer, maybe. But yeah, no, I don't. I would love to. You know, I'd always
No,
help
that's
someone out.
fine.
But,
Put it in a dog crate and say it's your pet.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
damn.
to be honest with you, you'd be better off. You know, I'm quite happy to crowdfund you and give you some money for one if you wanted to go and buy one. I've got no issues with that.
I like your bamboo one that you advertised the other day.
Yeah, the P1Ps are around $700, and the next one carbons with AMS are almost $1,700.
No,
Yeah,
see,
those are I've got 6 of those, and they're in the farm. But and then I've got 2 K1s behind me, which probably will never be in the farm, but they're okay. They're not too bad. I'm beginning to like them.
All right, let's do a giveaway, everybody. This is going to be for one roll of PLA, ABS, or PETG from Ziltech.com. They're out of Texas, and it's USA only. If you win and you're outside of the country, it must go to a USA address. So you can enter, you can win. I just need to have the info from somebody in the U.S. to send it to. I'll give out my email address after the stream. Please get a hold of me within a day or two. Don't wait till next week and say, hey, I won last week. That's not going to work. Get a hold of me right away.
It needs to be me.
Win.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And you need to be present in chat to win. So we're going to do a drawing for one roll right now. It'll be free shipping to the U.S., one roll from Ziltech.com. And they allow me to give away 3 rolls a month. And then next, let's see, I got one more giveaway, I think, and then that'll be it for the month. But anyway, one roll today, right now. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's me.
Come on. Yes. Oh. Wow. There
Okay,
you go.
Betty Boop, do you want it? Or do I redraw? Are you in chat?
Looks like Sam won't be printing anymore this month.
Huh. Betty Boop, are you in chat?
Just gonna have to use some of that Creality 200 gram stuff.
Redraw? Okay, my wife says redraw.
Thank you, Betty Boop.
Okay, here we go, drawing again.
Do you get this with your
Real
Sam!
Hey,
Wow.
Sam, do you want me to redraw or don't? Do you want to donate it to somebody and they can
Yeah,
send to them?
redraw.
All right. So see, everybody can. That way you can see if winners actually happen. Here we go. Redrawing.
Imagine that, though. Imagine that.
Joe
Yay, Joe.
Alaska. Joe, are you in chat? Let's see if Joe is here.
I have won once, and I donated to Jerry, and then Scott won, and he donated it to me.
You're in the USA, right, Joe? If not, yes. Okay, you're here. Yeah, go to Ziltech.com, pick out a roll of filament. I'll give you my email right now on screen, and let me know what kind of filament with your mailing address, and Ziltech will get it sent right out to you. Congratulations on winning, Joe. Let me take that screen down. And here's my email in chat. If for some reason you forget my email, there's only like a million ways to get a hold of me. I'm on all socials. Very welcome.
Sam, I got a little box from England. Cost Matt 25 pounds to mail it, but I got some of his little peoples.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
And I got 5 of these, this, and one of his pictures.
There we go.
That he does. And he sent me a rose that he made.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, so I could imagine what it would cost to mail a printer. Yeah.
Well, if Matt had sent me anything, what I've done is 3D printed a bin, and I would just put all the stuff he sends me in a bin.
That's not nice. And then I got from Liam. Liam sent me one of his trains.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta run. Great chat.
See you, Nick.
Hey, Nick, check out. Damn it. What was the name? Chat, tell me real quick. What was the name of the site again I was talking about?
Yagi?
No,
Trevor
Hex 3D. Hex
Hex
3D.
3D.
Hex
Check out.
3D.
It's a Patreon, Hex 3D. Trevor resells a lot of his stuff. He has
Okay.
a lot of really cool work, Hex 3D. If
Okay.
not, message me and I can send you a whole list of stuff.
Okay. Perfect.
Have
Thanks,
a great
Sherry.
day.
Take it easy,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye.
I want one of them little boats.
Well, when you get a printer, that's the first thing you can print, a little benchy.
Yep, a little boat.
Or you can print a whole bunch of them. They stack together. They lock together.
Hang on
Okay.
just a minute.
I do have a laser. It's in back of me. I do a lot with the laser.
I say it goes together. It used to go together.
Wait, you can get into 3D printing for a couple $100. You can get a decent little printer. Amazon
Jamie
has a lot
told
to
me
do.
that. Oh, that's cute.
They're the big one. That's like, what, 300%?
Oh, I have no idea what size it is. Hell, I just
Okay.
scaled it up and printed it.
Jamie
It'll
told
hold
me that,
a little boat as a dinghy on the back, see? But I'm not going to go put it in the bathtub like I did the Titanic because it won't float either.
No, Jamie told me the Ender, they go for about $100.
You
for
can
lear-
get $100 enders, yes.
but for learning, I don't see that being such a bad deal since I know people don't like the X Tool one. I do. That's what I have in my laser. I have a longer laser and I had another one, so I was gifted a gift card. So I bought the X Tool, but
If I was to buy my first printer or suggest for you, I wouldn't buy an Ender 3. You're going to have to tinker with it too much. I would buy a Sobel SV06. It's a lot like a Prusa, and it should work perfect out of the box for somebody that just wants it to work and they don't want to have to instantly tinker with it. I think a Sobel. I don't own one, but I think Sam has had one. A lot of people have used the Sobel SV06. Chat will probably agree that'd be a perfect beginner printer.
you said
Yeah,
SV06?
Yeah,
Sobel,
SV06. SV06 is definitely the one to go for. The SV07 is their new one, and results may vary. Review incoming soon.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I gotta save a little bit, but hey,
Look on Amazon. Sobel is SOVOL. SV06.
Okay.
I think it's a great printer. I don't have one, but everything that I've read, and I've watched everybody's videos, I would think that'd be a great printer. It'd be a lot like a Prusa Mini, which costs you $800 to $900 from Prusa. But the number one thing Prusa has going for it is they have support. You can contact them immediately right now if you have trouble, and they're right there helping you constantly. Most printer companies, you buy it, and then you have to talk to the community.
Not too bad. I
You got to
could buy
talk to the
that.
community on Sobel SV06.
Yeah,
should
the
be-
Robo SV06 Plus is $339 right now.
Yeah, pluses are good. The plus is pretty good actually, to be fair. As long as you don't get one with a leaking hot end. So yeah, it's under warranty and stuff anyway. And to be fair, I've not had any issues with Sobel. They've been pretty good to me, to be honest.
Now the Anycube Cobra, he's only $219, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Anycubics. Work with them a lot actually. It's just the same as anything. It really is the same as anything. But I would certainly say for your first printer, SV06 is definitely going to be the right one to go for. And
right now it says
it's on sale for $229.
SV06 is $229 on sale on Amazon, and I can have it Monday.
That's a good deal.
Well,
Push the button.
I think it'd be a great investment.
Yeah.
And if you look at somebody like Kieran over in Australia, he's done 1 million awesome prints, and he only has one printer, and he's never went out and bought 5, 6, 7 printers. He just has one printer, and he prints pretty much anything he wants constantly.
Now the difference, it's only $100 difference between the 6 and the 6 Plus. So what do you guys recommend?
They're pretty much the same printer, but one of them's slightly bigger, and it's got a color screen. And what else was it? There was one or two small differences, but ultimately they're the same hot end. They're the same manufacturer. Yeah, I would go if you got the room, go for the Plus. If you haven't, go for the normal one.
All right, it's added.
We lost Trevor.
Yes, camera, internet's going there.
I added it to my cart. Oh, what is this? Okay. Yep.
Well, the Plus is 300 by 300. Yeah. My first two printers were 300 by 300 by 400 Reality CR10s
Okay,
that I
this
sold a few
one,
months ago. Oh, his internet's down.
it's
Yeah.
not metric, but this one's 15 by 19 by 24.
Okay, I'm gonna have to shoot, guys. Nice to see you.
All right, I just bought it, so it'll be here Monday.
Awesome. Look forward to you unboxing that one then. Hi to Liz as well. I see you in the chat there.
Sam, I
I'll catch
got a
up with you.
question.
Yeah, go on.
Your Creality rep, is there any possible way you can PM me who to contact so I can see if I can get a K1 to review?
Yeah. It's things are really sketchy with Creality right now.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it out there like that, and I don't mind giving you the contact, but you might not get anywhere with that particular person. So,
okay,
yeah. Go on.
No, go ahead. You finish, but I want to ask you something.
Just to put you in perspective, just to put a few things in perspective with what happened with the K1. The only reason that I haven't been thrown under the bus with this whole nightmare of a K1 review that I'm in the middle of at the moment is because I'm doing the Creality hosting at Murph. I'm pretty sure if that wasn't happening, they wouldn't have bent over backwards to sort out the issues that have been happening. So there have been some very, very, very dicey conversations between myself and Creality, but they have met all the criteria for me to be content that the machine is a good machine. And oh my God, how can I even put this? Just put it in perspective to here is that as a content creator, if you say something's not good and a company doesn't like it, and then they ask you to take all the videos down, etc., you've got a problem, right? So we were in that kind of street where they were really hamming me to take stuff down. And I said, you know what? If you're going to be like this, take your show, take your hosting, take your situation out in America. I don't care. I'm walking away. And we managed to get it sorted out. And actually, I will say, hand on heart now, both K1 machines that they've got here with me right now are working flawlessly. They've ironed out any of the issues that they did have. So I'm very content to sort of back them now. So, but as I say, I don't know if this person is going to be the right person for you to be dealing with, but I'll put you in contact regardless. So, yeah.
I'd appreciate it.
Well, you've also been through, they've changed reps on you quite a bit here recently.
They've changed reps on me 5 times. I'm that hot to handle. So, yeah.
I used to have a Creality rep, and he went away, and I never did hook up with anybody new. But I typically don't go out looking for products because I'm busy with videos and other things I currently own, and I don't want to get swamped with all this stuff. And then I'm no longer retired. It's like I have a full-time job trying to make content to get caught up. I'm trying to enjoy my retirement and use things, do videos on things I actually use and will continue to use. So,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been really lucky. I've been really super lucky with the K1. Me and one other that got it first, a guy in the States, and myself. I was the first to do the first live stream. I was the first person to break it. As again with the Sonic pads, I was the first person to get the Sonic pad. I didn't know I was going to be the first person. And also like the CR Falcon, the laser and stuff like that. So, Creality have been pretty fair to me over the years, and I'll always, always, always give them the benefit of the doubt. But when things are going south very, very quickly, it's very difficult for me to turn around to somebody and go, hey, you know what, this is a good printer to buy, when I know categorically there are problems with it. And, asking people to remove content and stuff, you need to fix the problems, and then the content will write itself. That's it in a nutshell. But yeah. Sorry, Kate, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I figured it out. They had the Creality Ender on there, but you guys said no, so to stay away from that one. And it was only $189.
I didn't say no to that one, but I think the Sova was better.
Yeah. The Ender 3 has been out forever, and then they have different versions of that. But when it comes to printers and the quality and the best bang for your buck, and it just works, I think the Sova would be the best beginner printer that you could probably get.
Yeah. That's what I put on there, so...
Phil's on now. I've just seen him 3DP UK. We went on a date this evening, Phil and I. He turned up in a pair of Speedos and some flip-flops.
I seen that picture you posted.
and they didn't let him in, so he had to go home and get changed. So,
Really?
British weather. British weather. Yeah.
You need to come to the South because we go barefooted everywhere. You don't
really?
have to put flip flops on.
Yeah, this was outside Windsor Castle, though, so I'm not entirely sure the king would be overly enamoured with Phil's Speedos. I mean, they were quite revealing.
Right.
Hey, Phil, do you want to pop in for a minute? 3DP UK?
I've
Sam,
been to
Well, he may well do.
Sam's
I've been
trying
to
to
the
leave.
UK
He hasn't
once.
done it yet. I bet if he popped in, Phil, he'd stay for a couple more minutes.
Where
I'm
did you
trying
go
to
in the UK?
Manchester.
Oh, wow, really? Why?
I'm an army brat, and we were stationed in Europe, so we kind of traveled everywhere. I got
Gotcha.
up one morning and went to Paris for breakfast and came back home. It was only a 3-hour drive. So
Fair
me and my father, we skied down the Zugspitze, the backside of it.
Right.
So one of the big mountains in Switzerland, Germany border. So
Yeah.
I learned how to drive in Lebanon.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah, so
And here you are buying your first 3D printer. I mean, things have really turned around for you.
Right? What do I always tell people? I was born in the South by the grace of God and raised in Europe at grace of the Army.
Nice.
Yeah, Sam, I got a hold of Nick this morning because I'm going to have him change a few things on my logo. Some of my text, I want him to change it because it's kind of irking at me. So the very top where it says FDM, I asked him if he can make that like the word resin, not have it cursive. Take away the exclamation mark behind Vegas. And at the very bottom in pink, it says, what does it say? 3D printing. Well, I can't read it from here. It's real small on my screen, but
Yeah.
I'm having him change the text. Some of it's large letters, some of it's cursive, some of it's not. I'm having him change the text on it. So he said he'd do that for me, no problem. And then I'll go on all my sites everywhere and redo everything and with the updated logo. So
cool. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's really busy though. So, I put some real pressure points on him over the last couple of weeks to get things finished off. And it's, it's been a bit up and down, to be fair. But that's just the way it goes sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry. He done great work. And whenever he gets done, I invited him to drop in today, but he hasn't. So, but he was welcome to drop in on camera if he wanted to come in and talk about what he does. So
cool. Yeah. He's quite shy. Our Nick. Bless him. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to shoot. So nice to see
Take
you.
care.
Nice.
Scott, if you need anything and if you need to talk, just give us a shout, okay?
Yeah, I'll catch up with you later on this week. So I think everything's pretty well. We're in good shape right now. So I've got all your stuff. I just got to finish up your dragster and make sure I put a really small motor in it so you don't have a chance of doing anything. So
I do the same for you, of course.
I know you would.
Amazing. All right, guys.
I bought a couple of bags of lead shot over at Cabela's this morning to put in all
an
the
uncharged
Intel on it.
battery or a faulty battery so it blows up. Yeah, I know the tricks. I know the tricks. Yeah.
We'll get you taken care of. Actually, you're getting a speed controller in yours that I really wish I could have in mine because yours is all Bluetooth adjustable with the launch points and.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Can you send me what that is?
Yeah, I'll get you the information on it. You'll have to download an app on your phone to adjust it and stuff.
Yeah. I won't mess with it. I'm just in general. I'm curious to see what that is. How that works. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a 90 amp speed controller, but it's Bluetooth controlled, and you can the adjustable points and stuff that you can adjust on it, and through your phone, you don't have to use a programming card or stick combinations and stuff. So,
gotcha.
Anyway.
Hey Jerry, maybe what we should do at some point, we should get back on the droid building stuff, and maybe your pit droid, we could animate the head, and we could have it turn around and do a few things with an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi or something. Maybe we could. Think about doing something like that.
I never did build a pit droid, but I have everything else that we did originally.
Yeah. We got the pit droid in the back, right?
Well, I got the egg bot.
No. So the pit droid that you've got is the yellow one, right?
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Where the cams pop up in the back.
Oh,
No,
other
he's
side of
talking
you, Jerry.
behind you, Jerry, the yellow one where you broke his toe.
Above
Oh,
your
my-
bamboo.
Duh,
Yeah.
I'm 59. I'm slow. Yeah, my
Yeah,
pit
so-
bull is really cool. He's 4 foot tall. I love him. His name
Yeah,
is
so
Buddy.
So I've got a similar one, and I want to do the animation with the head. So you can do the whole. You stick a couple of servos in there, and his head will move up and down, and it move left and right. And then there's another mod now that they've got with the arms move and stuff. So I wouldn't mind sort of doing maybe a slow burner on that. So maybe we can chat about that at some point. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to build. I need to build another one. But yeah, it's great. And thank you, Sam. You have an awesome day.
No worries, guys.
Yeah,
All right.
glad to see your boys getting big and having fun at the beach there. And yeah, awesome.
Thanks, dude. I see that. All right. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Bye for now. See you later,
Take
Hank.
care.
Love you.
I hate to follow right along behind him, Jerry, and bail out too, but I should have been gone about a half hour ago. So,
all right, not a problem. I'm going to raid another channel here in just a minute, but thank you very much for joining in, Scott. I really appreciate it.
all right, Kate, nice seeing you, Jerry. See
Nice
you
meeting y'all.
next
Talk to
week.
y'all next
and
week.
Let me
See you,
find a
Chewy. Yeah, I'll be on next week, and then the following weekend we'll be at Murph and
Well, you're going to have to walk around like the one guy did with your laptop on your head so we can see it.
I'm not going to walk around with a laptop on my head, but I will walk around and do a live stream from there, or I'll jump on Jerry's stream and do a walk around if we're not in the middle of racing.
Everybody watching on Twitch, I'm rating in the Maker Deck. Everybody on YouTube, thank you very much. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the super chats, the PayPal money. I really appreciate it. My birthday's in 2 days, and that'll help me out immensely. So thank you, everybody.
Birthday, Jerry.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you. And let me throw out my outro here, and we'll get going. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Happy
you,
printing.
Jerry.